thought in your mind. Okay?
I'm trying to remember.
There's an actual plant in that planter. You just can't see it.
Yeah, she's been through a lot.
It's a spider plant.
Yeah,
It's still alive.
I'll repeat the point a few times. I gotta say it or I'm gonna forget it.
Okay.
So racism, sexism, all these other isms take effort into believing. Once you're a fully fledged adult, you don't have that excuse anymore. What was I gonna say? Um, once you're a fully fledged adult, you don't have. It's as easy as going. Just stop believing that. It's literally that easy. You are putting effort into saying these people are worth less than me. It takes convincing yourself to believe that way. You're just being lazy when you choose to be racist. You just want to stay set in your ideals because it benefits you somehow.
Or
In
sexist, any of the if.
any of the isms, any of them, it costs you nothing to just go water off my back, man. It doesn't. Water off your back doesn't apply to legitimate issues.
Isn't it funny that the people who say that are also the ones spewing the hate?
Because they want you to be not offended by what they're saying. But when it comes to ideals you should be upset about, that's not water off your back. That's a legitimate issue. Someone hitting you while you were parked is a legitimate issue, not water off your back.
Right. Or those people who were riding over the white line and almost killed us, and people were saying that I shouldn't let that, in my local community, people were saying I shouldn't let that bother me, or I should have bowed down to them who was doing something illegal that could have, and I did. I hit my brakes. I let them freaking go.
That's not water off your back.
No.
That's a legitimate issue of your safety being in danger. Somebody having a flat tire and you having to slow down for them to pull over is water off your back.
Yes.
You are mildly
Yes.
inconvenienced.
Yes.
Let it the fuck go.
Yes.
But someone riding over the middle line while you're going up a fucking hill, a blind turn no less.
Yeah, we
You
had
don't
that
know.
happen.
There's nowhere to go. There's no shoulder. This is a dangerous situation. Comply or die. That's not water off your back. That's a safety issue.
Put it next to it. Hey, send me a message. Hold on, I'm doing some technical stuff here. Send me a message so I can send you the message of the link.
Oh,
Because I put go live with a friend,
okay.
and then when we get someone that we want to invite, and then you can post a link. So just send me a message via, yeah, and then I can answer it. But if I get off of this, uh, don't get me off. Paste, send.
So you want that in the chat?
Eventually.
Copy. All right, there you go.
It's only for certain people. So I do have the link, and hopefully I could hotboxing and be able to share it on in the chat.
Yeah.
If you want to go live with me.
The main reason why we don't go live with strangers is because when you live off grid, mostly due to mental circumstances.
He doesn't know we're live.
Yeah, that's my brother. He doesn't know we're live, so he's thinking his heart out now. But when you live off grid due to mental circumstances, my mom's CPSD and my brother's special needs, and my own personal anxiety, you basically ride low most of the time. Other than, homestead issues of the pigs are out and you just got to put them back in, or the dogs won't stop barking because there's a mountain lion 2 properties over. That's basically the little bump in the road of our medium to low high. We don't get very high stress often. So when we do talk to strangers, if they're a fucking dick, it's an immediate fucking high in stress, and it'll send somebody to the hospital because we just don't live that way.
Yeah.
People that live that way, you're probably arguing with your neighbor every
Or
fucking
on
day.
Valium. Or
Valium.
they're self-medicating with alcohol. I can't write in the chat. So just write in the chat.
If you're cool. No. We know if you're a blue wrench, you're probably our friend and we'll let you come up.
Yeah. And hopefully we can put the link in the chat. If you want to come up and talk.
I paused you.
I'm paused. I'm paused over there. So that's my son in the background practicing his singing like he promises his dad he would do. He's cool that way. That's 100-year-old bottle you're looking at next to a modern rechargeable lamp.
Oh my god. You know,
Nice.
this Walmart shit's pissing me off. We bought these lamps and one of mine actually broke because it had a glass
2390.
top.
They're cool
And
lamps. These right
and the
here.
one that we have here, I'm gonna just explain this to them.
Okay. How are you doing, Era? Thank you for coming in.
So don't come at me with the well, that's just how they make the lamps. I don't want to hear that shit. So I have one of these. It's rechargeable, it's got a light sensor, and this is the top. Mine broke, right? But the light bulb still works, so I'm not mad about that. I took the bottom off, and this is what it looks like inside. This is
Going so
loose.
fast.
This is loose. It's not glued in, there's not set in, it's not nothing. This only exists for the light bulb. This is the sensor. And this, no, wait, this is the sensor. It's fucking broken on this one. There's no way to fix it.
What if
I
we
don't
take
know
this?
nothing about
Oh,
wiring.
yeah. We don't know nothing about that or soldering or anything. We could probably fix it if we knew.
Why would you have this shit loose? It pisses, and these are the same.
Yeah,
The
that's the
exact
same.
same.
Yeah.
But at least for the most part, they're more durable than the glass ones, and they haven't broken on us yet. It's extraordinarily annoying though. Can't fucking stand Walmart shit. And the worst part is this area, it's like a drought for stores. You can't find shit anywhere at Walmart.
Which, you know what, really brings us back to the core of what we were talking about this morning, and I really wanted to include everybody with. So most of you who know me are always looking for the whys and the hows and the solutions, right? And I have been on this journey most of my life, which is how did people get here? And because I'm in America, I could easily say colonization, and or in other countries, I could blame it on other countries, fighting, blame it on the Black Plague, yada yada yada. And we can blame it on Judies of the world, but it doesn't answer how we got here. And this morning, Hotboxing and I were having a chat about. I saw something about the Black Plague, and it had told me that in Europe during the 1400s, there was another disease which triggered the Black Plague. And anywho, they lost almost half of their population. Which was their population after the Black Plague was about 50 million people in the 1400s. Europe, and it was just Europe, had 50 million people after the Black Plague, which took about, or after the 1400s, which took about half of their population away. So the conversation went like, well, I recently shared a thing about buffaloes, if you watch the channel, which there was an indigenous speaker in front of a House committee here in America And the numbers were 30 million bison lived on this land, and roughly 7 million, give or take, naturally living people lived on this land. And after colonization, are you sitting down? 500 bison
Uh,
and only 250,000 Indians, indigenous, naturally living peoples of
7
America,
million to 250,000. I will never forget those numbers.
and 30 million animals down to 500 just to try to kill off the peoples. And anyhow, with all of that info, I was just talking about how we got here as a species. And it seems like after getting more information about the Chinese culture, it does seem like that if enough people got together in a dense area or in a dense community, that it it brought out the worst in them.
Not
But
worst
not
constantly,
right.
but it would
The worst
basically it's
reaction.
the introduction of street crime in my mind. You have a market, there will be children that steal.
But here's the thing, like in the Americas, they had cities of 1 million people, but did not experience the same type of things that we're just comparing it to Europe. We're not even comparing it to the whole continent of Eurasia. Um, the continent of Eurasia, the peoples of the continent of Eurasia reacted very, very differently than the peoples of the continent of the Americas. And it seemed like the people of the continent of Americas built out and not up.
I would like to bring up something very interesting about the Black Plague that I totally forgot about. And Google just reminded me. It's the rise of humanism in this area. What that means is because the Catholic Church could not halt the plague, Europeans began to question religious fatalism and increasingly embraced humanism, a philosophy emphasizing secular pursuits, individual potential, and the enjoyment of worldly life. So basically, they went from the church, the church, the church, the church, the church, the church,
The
the
church,
church,
the
church.
church,
Don't forget,
the church.
and the church. And then
Okay.
they go, hey, I'm a person too. And you're a person too. And I believe in me and I believe in you. And that's all humanism is. So it's very, very telling to me that it took the Black Plague to do that. And it's almost like COVID did the opposite. It reversed humanism.
Well, the greed of it all. And how we're all basically led around by the nose ring of surviving, of
Never thriving.
yeah.
Never
Well,
thriving.
their goal still would be to thrive, of course. Their goal still would be to survive. But when the focus is on survive and not thrive, they've now put you in a situation where the things you're doing you think are improving your life, but they're only improving your life because something was taken away from your life that put it in a position of needing to be improved.
Yeah. I think that like I said earlier, people make things too complicated. Way too complicated.
Well, they complicate things.
You-
What's the example you gave before we started the live? Uh, would you pick a star out from the sky and say, I'm going to go live there?
Most indigenous cultures would say, have you been there? You would say no. And then they would go, how do you know you can get there?
How do you know
How do you
you
know
can
you
live
can live
there?
there? How do you know you can survive there? This is healthy and home. If you want to find a place, we'll find you a place.
Right.
Again, it's just you make things too complicated by adding in so much shit to your life. It's real simple. If you're thirsty, drink water, not be mad because you're thirsty and take it out on somebody else.
Yeah. Don't
If
hit the next person because you're thirsty.
if you don't like
Don't
someone,
envy the next person because they're finishing their water because you're thirsty.
yeah, if you don't like someone or three people or four people, they may share one common trait and that's their skin color. You don't get to just broad stroke every single person that looks like them by
Well,
you. These people piss me off, so no, all of you are at fault.
today's Taco Tuesday, ain't it?
Oh,
Let's Taco Tuesday. No, it's probably Monday.
no, it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. Let's Taco Tuesday that bitch and turn it around. Okay. We've now heard for 500 years what you think about everything about us. And maybe it's time for us to start talking about everything that they've done that is just seemingly awful. Because here, and what people can't have a conversation with me about here is this. So they hit our shores and forgot how to build their buildings. They hit our shores and forgot how to cook food. Um, they hit our shores and forgot to shit outside the living perimeter. Like what they told us makes such no sense. That as a free thinking living adult and exploring what I was taught wrong and what I wasn't, it began with my parents. It didn't even begin with the government. It began with my parents. Like, what did these abusing motherfuckers teach me or not teach me? And lo and behold, I'm not on a lifelong mission to find the truth about my parents. It's about the whole society and how we've gotten to the point where we actually look for reasons to abuse one another. And I'm going to bring it all the way down to this with a little disclaimer first. Hey, if you want to come up and chat, Hotboxing could possibly put the link down there. If you already have a blue wrench, that is an invitation to come chat with us. So, anywho, where was I saying?
I'm trying to hold on to it. Stop.
Oh, I got Gandalf in my hands. I'm sorry, guys. So, this lifelong thing to learn the truth about what my parents did or didn't teach me turned into who am I? Because I'm a mixed culture person.
You're exactly 50-50. So
No,
you can
I didn't know
say
which word I wanted to use. I'm a mixed culture person. I refuse to use the word race. And that I'm a mixed culture person.
I'm just saying in terms of uh people looking to identify with us. You're exactly 50-50, one white parent, one non-white parent. As many mixed children can testify, that isn't easy
No, born in the 70s to boot.
to boot. So you're
Um,
kind of like a bastard child of both families in that case.
I had a really tough time learning. So, because of the 50% Puerto Rican, I already knew where to start the culture research. But on the other side, there was no culture passed on down the generations from the moment the first female of my line put their feet on the ground in the Americas. No, maybe I can say we're meat and potato people.
Take your grandpa making a different meal every day. That I believe I've heard that in what other white cultures to be something that they would do.
Because that's what my grandpa would do, but I'm talking grandma down the motherly line. Um, she, I guess, fried potato cakes. I'm going back here in time, so hold on. Fried potato cakes. What else? I think they like pierogies. There's a lot of potatoes in the cooking.
That's why it's so hard to narrow down where we're from. But I believe because of the way your hair frizzes up, we're looking at
Yeah, that's not
a
just the one
shore.
side of me, right? That's not just the one side of me. My mother has very coarse. She's white as the driven snow. Don't pull her pant leg up without sunglasses on. Very coarse hair, and I believe it comes from the grandpa side. And I couldn't trace that line back past 2 generations. So I got zero answers trying to research because when they land here in this country, they don't always tell the country of origin.
All I'm trying to figure out is what type of pagan I should look into. God damn.
Yeah, we don't know what physical traits really.
And if it's British, I'm gonna be so mad.
I don't believe so.
I think
No.
it would show on our teeth, to be honest with you. They gotta really like
Well,
I don't know how to explain
we're not
it.
black tea people. We are
No.
herbal tea people, and that is quite as we've seen from watching an Azerbaijan couple. They put a little tiny bit of black tea
And a whole bunch of fruit.
or herbs or
They love
flowers.
themselves their whole
Hell, they'll
tea.
drink rose tea, and I'm like,
But their roses look non-decorative, which is a
no,
very
that's not it for me. It's the perfume that America has made out of the natural scents that make me sick about
that's all,
putting things like that in my
that's what
water.
I'm trying to say. Wild
Excuse
rose
me.
is what they use, and wild roses uh don't
I don't think
smell
they
like that.
smell the same.
No,
No.
they don't, because these roses have been manufactured.
Well, the
to
wild
have-
rose, if you've ever smelt one, you actually have to reach for the scent. It's such a light scent that you gotta like sit there.
and the flavor is more potent. They actually do taste like strawberries, but the commercial
Oh.
roses have been manufactured to be as bright as possible, as thick as possible, to smell as good as possible. But a natural wild rose tastes and smells very different.
Yeah, okay,
So I think
gotcha.
a lot of your issue
I
is a
still
commercial rose.
I'm still gonna have to mentally get over that fact.
That's why I want those yellow roses over there, because they've lived here so long. They've been naturalized to the area.
I know, but if that one plant, and it may be big, but lives off of one taproot, that's why you can't do what one of the neighbors did is just dig up a piece
Yep.
and transplant it. It's not going to work that way because it takes years to develop a taproot. Check this out, everybody. There's nobody here, so I'm just going to say, check this out, everybody. I learned that the indigenous peoples of the desert environment of the Americas, you know how deep they plant their corn? Wait for this. It's not an inch or two like they say on the planting things. I'm wondering why all my seeds died this year with the UV at 12 and 90 degrees since freaking May. No, I think even earlier. I think 80 degrees since March. They plant their corn seeds like a foot or two deep. And
Altogether.
and they don't put just one seed in a hole either. There is like 5 corn seeds in one hole. Same with the bean plants.
Which is interesting from what I know, like zinnias are single stalk plants. One seed makes one stalk.
You
and
have
they
to
usually-
clarify Tarkaday.
Como
Uh,
stalk?
they said it don't work that way, though. What doesn't work that way? You have to clarify because we talk pretty fast. So I want to have that conversation. But what do you mean?
We don't have arguments though, so if you
Yeah,
want
we
to
don't
argue,
have
go somewhere
arguments, but
else.
we can have a conducive discussion. That
As
would be
soon as you
wonderful.
start arguing, I'm gonna get mad. Not mom.
She's
you.
not accusing you of arguing. She's saying our standard is.
I don't like how you typed in all capitals, and I'm just
You're
not
kind of
in the
yelling at
mood.
us a little bit.
I'm just not in the mood. Like I said, it takes nothing to not be angry. It takes nothing to not be racist or sexist or misogynist or anything.
Any
It
kind of
costs you nothing.
ism. If you got an ism going on, tell us what your ism is. We can talk about it, but we will not be a victim to. Hey,
Sorry.
she just messed with the camera.
Yeah, I'm not gonna indulge in someone's willing ability to be angry. It costs you nothing to not be angry, so don't
Actually,
bring
it
that
takes
shit here.
more muscles
It
and
does.
more intention to
It
be
does.
angry than it is to not be angry. And I come from a lot of anger, people. I knows what I'm talking about. And if you don't want to clarify, that's cool. Where
That don't make no sense, but good for
you're
you.
giving me a vibe, and your next sentence is gonna tell it.
It's
So
okay.
go ahead, let it fly.
It's all right. This is why we were talking about
I got a
water off our
moderator
back.
sitting right next to me, so
Yeah, this is what we call water off our back because genuinely speaking, we live this low and you guys are up here. Okay, I'm down here, you're up here.
you think a high
Go
vibe
away.
is good. It's not. Remember, there is a crash after a high, and that's why people can't live with their life. They've been indoctrinated to believe that you reach for the fucking stars. Everybody gets to live in gated communities and feel fucking rich, and that ain't the truth about life in any way, shape, or form.
You need
So I've given you 30 seconds, and I'm just gonna go ahead and
time out.
which one do I want to use?
Can you do it for 24 hours?
Put user in timeout.
24 hours. Bye.
Well, because you were shouting, you get 24 hours.
Yeah, I don't deal with people that yell at me. Anyways,
Now you can just listen.
what was I about to say?
We do live at a more lower vibration.
I don't like using that tagline. We live low stress. We live
Okay, you're
low
right.
angst.
Yeah. Well, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, if a high vibration person comes in, they put everything, including the animals, on alert.
I think
Can you
Ian.
get that wax paper to make it?
Yeah, I think Ian ruined that term for me though.
He might have.
Because
Well, yeah.
people use it in such a way of like you can't if you aren't genuinely connected to the world outside of a human to human experience, you're going to feel out of place. You're going to feel like everything doesn't make sense and it's all a dream. You're going to feel outside of your body when the only experiences you ingest into your body is human to human experience. And this goes for walking into a building, to cars, to eating pre-made food. This is human to human experience. And if that's the only thing you experience, you're not a happy person. And you're going to claim that the matrix is real. And you're going to claim that all this shit is real because you don't go outside and touch grass. That's not the world's fault.
Real grass, not that fake shit.
That's human to human experience, fake grass. Go outside and touch a plant that grew naturally, and you will feel better. You can't go
Well, no, they're only going to feel better if that's part of the value system. And that goes back into um, every human individual that at one point in their lives, whether it was in kindergarten or maybe they woke up at 30, they understand the value of someone else not punishing them because of not listening or something like that. Like, the indoctrination goes so far as to tell people they were guilty at birth. I am so. The first time I heard that, listen, I've learned about many religions, and I've learned about those religions from a neutral point of view because when you come out of a violent upbringing, and I mean youthful upbringing. I don't mean like you come out from a war torn area. I don't mean anything like that. I'm saying when all you knew from birth to whatever age you got out, and we'll use 18, I guess, was violence and abuse, you come out, generally speaking, even if you don't outwardly act that way, looking out at the public like, okay, what is this thing called life? And depending on where you live and the environment you're in, come here, that's my son. That's going to shade the way you ask that question, but you're still asking a question of what is this thing called life? And from the moment I started asking that question, I have personally been seeing how people, free, walking, thinking people of where I live, are still choosing to find a reason to do whatever nefarious thing is at the back of their brains. These people are religious. These people are political. These people are social. These people are um what is that? What is that word? Positions of authority. And everywhere I looked in those subjects and many other, I did not see a basic respect for the human being. Not in any of those things. You can list them all over again, or you can rewind to hear what I said. Um, None of those things. Even when I started looking into cultural things that pertain to me, I run into some indigenous people that I was like, what the fuck? All right, wrong direction to go for that answer. Let me go elsewhere. And elsewhere usually meant a book or something because people color everything they learn with their own shade of how they're looking at the world. And then they browbeat the next person, say, hey, how come you don't see that shade of that color that I want you to see?
And it's all a choice, like you said. And like I said, you choose to be racist, you choose to be sexist, you choose to hate men or you choose to hate women. It's all a
You choose
choice.
to be ableist, ageist,
And you choose to feign ignorance about social issues that open and shut fucking case. Some questions do not deserve to be questioned, to be put out there, because if you can't answer that within yourself, you are making a choice to be ignorant. And I don't agree with that. It is 2026. Unless you are a fucking child, you don't get
or
to
live
feign
under a
ignorance
fucking
with a
rock.
fucking phone right in your hand. Right there. There's your fucking phone. You're watching it right now. You don't get to feign
Yeah,
ignorance with a phone right in your hand.
because it is all about choice. I had people are like, well, certain people in certain area they don't have a choice.
I don't give a fuck.
And now I got to go back and find my thought again. Give me a flashlight.
You're supposed to ignore the peanut
The
gallery.
thoughts that go through your head are of choice. What? Are you freaking serious?
What up?
She says, I'm in the doghouse for 90 days. I was looking for you too. I'm like, this doesn't make sense.
Oh. Oh, she don't
Over
have a Blu-ray.
gambling ads. No, huh?
She don't have a Blu-ray.
Oh, it's a different. Yeah, that might be her second channel, right? And then your second. Hold on. We're going to take care of that right now. Hold on. Oh, you can't do it. I have to.
I can't go into your account and do it from the chat.
Oh, maybe.
That's what I was just about to do because I got your account on my phone.
Okay, you're getting the certain special one.
Don't
You're
know how
the
to do
only
that.
one. You are the only one.
How do
That is horrible. So they can spew those freaking horrible, nasty ads to us. But the minute it accidentally goes on your live
Oh,
because you
she's getting
can't
it.
help it, you get struck for it. I was playing my slot, and that's my sec. Pause it.
Whoops.
Sorry, guys.
Um,
That's bullshit. That is absolute bullshit. Hey,
the
I have
main,
a go live together link. Do you want it?
I wanted to tell you the main reason they're doing that is because within the last 3 years, there's been a very, very bad problem of male streamers getting children into gambling. And I know it's not something most people hear about, but I do a lot of research into the current social atmosphere for children. And the whole reason why they're cracking down on gambling right now isn't because it won't bring in views. YouTube wants that. They're doing it because children have been severely, heavily getting into gambling. And
When is enough, guys?
it's it's really sad.
All right, put the link up there and see if Plenty High
Whoops.
Wolf.
Stop doing that.
What is it doing?
Why won't it let me paste?
You have to hold it.
Oh, there we go. No, it was blocking out my button for my clipboard. I was like,
Okay,
why
that
am I doing
is
that?
for Plenty High Wolf. Don't try me, folks.
I'm just gonna turn my volume off.
Add. Let's give it a second.
Once she's on there, I'll delete the thing.
What up,
Can't keep
woman?
a good woman down, motherfuckers.
You know what?
Motherfuckers.
I am so sick of how the system is so hypocritical now. Okay,
For
so
real.
wasn't it like 5, 6 fucking years ago? I don't know if you remember seeing this, Linda. So let me just say it, and then you can tell me whether you saw it or not. Okay?
Well, I heard what Hotbox is saying, and I believe that's exactly what fucking happened.
Oh,
Go
I
ahead.
believe it. I believe it too, but I think remember how we said that year 2020, hey, winkety wink wink, something like is really winkety wink wink going on, and there's something winkety wink wink behind closed doors. Remember that?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, on TV, on YouTube, everywhere, we started getting gambling ads.
Yeah, it got bad, and then the first of the year, they were like, "Hey, we're rolling this out, and we'll give you so much to start with." And I knew it was gonna be, you know, bullshit because, well, I've lived in Vegas and all that fun shit. So anyhow, we played those video games on the last tour. We did word search. We did all kinds of games.
Mm-hmm.
Never got this fucking problem. Now all of a sudden, you don't want to hit me for my music. Well, you are, but you really ain't. You know.
Right, right.
And then they turn around and I mean, it was a fucking ad showing that you could make money on
On
the
games.
games, and but
Yeah, yeah.
because I'm playing slots, I was playing casino, even though it's not real money. And they could tell it's not real money because you could see I had to hit, it said, you're out of money. It said, hit play an ad and get 5,000 in coins. We hit the
Right.
ad, it showed another game to play to make money, but it's not gambling. There were no gambling ads.
So yeah, it was definitely the combination of what that ad was trying to
It's what
say
the ad
with,
was pushing.
the
Yeah.
visual.
Hey, yeah, I was just about to say, was the visual the bright kind of fuchsias and bright oranges and beautiful blue?
No,
Was
I
it
mean,
hold on. Was it something like eye-catching that would mimic a child's cartoon?
Possibly, but I think I have probably played so long that I'm kind of it's like a oh my god, I hate to say this. So it's like a child that wants attention and you just learn how to ignore it, but you're still watching the child.
Yes, yes, yes,
But
yes. I
that's
know
how the
exactly
ads
what
have
you're
gotten
talking
with me,
about.
so I can't really say for sure what I saw. I
I'm
just
gonna
was
say it
going through the
leans that way.
motions.
If it erupted that feeling within you, and just let me get my point, then you can speak. If it erupted that feeling within you, then I would say, because I don't watch cartoons, and you can ask Hotboxing, I will tune it out, right? I will tune
Mhm.
out a cartoon quicker than shit.
Especially
And
the newer ones.
right, and that's why I asked the question, like, is it them bright colors that would attract a child's eye? Maybe not their mentality, but their eye. And
No,
Hotboxing's gonna burst if I don't let her talk.
it's okay because I'm about to burst too, so go for it, hotboxing.
I'm very familiar with how the new YouTube AI algorithm is working, especially when it comes to censorship. It's so surface level that it's as simple as you have slots visuals, but it understands that this is not a real gambling game. There's no money involved. But the machine tripped up on itself seeing the ad come in and tag words sound
Yep,
off. It
yep.
was a simple it was like you're just crossing the street, but you crossed the street while some police guy was chasing someone. And he's like, "It's you!" And you're like,
Absolutely.
"I'm just crossing the
Absolutely.
street."
Yes.
Absolutely. We had the same shirt on. Absolutely.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
I get it.
You're both 5'7" with freaking purple hair.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And see when you get caught in that, it's very
It
startling
it's
because
startling. It was startling, but at the same time, if I open, you know me, I've got to open my brain all the way. I have to look at the whole fucking street. I'm not just looking at the
yes,
corner I'm standing in.
yes.
So by doing that, we as parents have asked YouTube to fucking protect our children. Have we not?
Yep.
They're using AI to do it.
I was
So
just about to say I
there's
think
no
we're
gray
bitching about the way they're doing it.
there's no gray area, unfortunately. So if I
Well, the
try
problem is, and this is the funniest part, Linda. Who taught AI? A stupid fucking
uh-huh.
human beings?
Who taught AI to get all razzled up over a fucking ad, but it's okay if some girl's sitting there showing her crotch.
Yep.
It's okay.
Or
It's
or
okay.
lately, you might notice this too. Lately, and I first saw it with someone who was not from this country. I'll just say it that way. I will not break people down to colors and stuff, but it was someone not of the country. It was the first one I seen, and it was a sleeping video. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And you know how you can like scroll through and it'll play
Yeah,
without you clicking on it?
yeah.
So I let it do that, and I'm like, the person's snoring, and I'm like, what
Yep.
the fuck
That
is
is a
this?
big thing that and it's India that's doing it. I don't understand why YouTube thinks it's really cool to sit there and watch somebody sleeping. I mean, people grope themselves when they sleep. They talk in their fucking sleep. And I don't understand. I sleep. I go. I know. I'm fucking calling the kettle black here. I do sleep on my lives. I have done that, but I've
But do
never got
you
a
call
major
it a
complaint.
sleeping live?
I with the camera on the pot wall, like you're not watching me sleep, but you might
Right.
hear me make a little snore, or I'll wake up and go, "What's this fucking ad doing here?" Something like
You
that.
know
You're
why
not
YouTube's
physically
doing that?
watching me
I could
sleep.
I could tell you why YouTube's doing that is because on TikTok, if you try to do that, after so long, they have some kind of thing that pops up, and if you don't do it after 5 minutes, they shut it off.
Huh. Well, they got to do something
So
like that because where I am at is not that. Where I am at is when I am trying to watch a program or I am going through my shorts, I'm tired of getting erection pills. I'm tired of
oh
watching
my
chicks
god,
talk about their
yes.
menstruals. I'm tired of women talking about doing yoga in the woods on a mat so we can sit there and watch her bleed. But I can't fucking
Yeah.
play a video game. What the fuck?
Yeah, it makes us long for the days of 1-800. What is it?
800
588 2300 Empire. You know what I'm like? I want Demolition Man at this fucking point. I want to go stand on the corner and say fuck, 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 and get a month's worth of toilet paper.
Exactly. I mean, this just it's back to when we were kids. Do as I say, not as I do. I
Oh,
can
it's
do
even
whatever the
worse.
fuck on
Yeah.
my platform, but you better come over and pay your pittance, and you better do it what I want. And if you don't, then I'm not gonna tell you the rules. I'm just gonna wait till you fuck up.
And as much as I like to go back and find the origin of the story, to find out where the problem was, to see where humanity went wrong, it is really hard to blame those people back then for
They
what
wouldn't
we're
even.
going through right now.
They
Because
wouldn't even.
seriously, huh?
They wouldn't even let me fucking screenshot the fucking attack from them, right? Because this
Really?
all happened at 8:22. But it says to keep our community safe, we limited some of your more powerful features to the channel who have built and maintained a positive channel history. So as of now, your channel doesn't have significant channel history. It has lost it. And then
Holy shit! That's
oh
what
yeah,
happens to freedom
that's
in
not even
that.
the nasty one. This is the nasty one. We think your content didn't follow our sale of regulated good policy. Content that promotes faculties access to or links to online gambling or betting sites isn't allowed on YouTube unless the domain meets local legal requirements is currently certified by Google. Who do you fucking think I'm doing this with? It is Google, you fucks.
That's fucking
Additionally,
Google ratting on Google to Google so Google can get in trouble.
yeah, that's what that I'll read
It's
it again.
probably
I
cycled
will
or
read it again.
their money.
Contents that promotes faculties access to or links to online gambling or betting sites isn't allowed on YouTube unless the domain meets local legal requirements and is currently certified by
Yeah,
Google.
what that means is that you fucking paid for your legal license, that you pay for fucking taxes if money's made, blah, 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 blah. You signed up with the government to be fucking taxed.
That suck.
No, what sucks is you don't get no fucking money. So what the fuck kind
Exactly.
of bullshit are they trying to pull?
Exactly. Review and
Yo,
take action.
Linda, this is what I've been going through locally. Like, I'm so
Oh, you're
angry
gonna
at
show
this.
me what I did?
Say that again?
They have my video still up.
No fucking way.
Well, they're showing me it. Yeah, I was on 13 minutes and 55 seconds playing a video games, listening to the radio. I know.
Wow. So
But yeah,
listen to
so
this.
I'm done. Go
Um,
ahead.
it's okay. I'm gonna break down.
I just feel bad. I messed up your live. Your bottle is so cool.
You
I
did not. You better stop that. You better
was
put it
on
in
the phone
reverse.
crying to John, and I'm like, John, fucking blah 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 blah. And then I seen you live, and I said, John, Mary's live. I'm gonna jump over there. Bye.
If you're here, John, hi.
Yeah, John, are you here? Because it's showing me zero.
Me too, and that's what they like to do to me. I don't
Oh
give
yeah,
a fuck.
you know somebody's here. They don't. They don't want
Right.
you to.
I don't give a shit what they tell me. I've never
Yeah,
given a fuck what they tell me. Go
it's
ahead,
like if
Hotbox.
you want to be
We were talking
acknowledged, you
about
better chat.
earlier
You better
too,
type in the chat.
Well, when we were talking shit earlier, there was like 3 or 4 people. You talk truth, they tell you there's zero, but at the end, you know someone's been watching. So,
Oh yeah,
fucking
always.
AI, you're dumb as fuck because you learned from humans. So shut the fuck up and get in the back of the car.
Well, I'm starting to think it only is so much human, and then they set it into a prototype, and the fucking prototype is what's fucking passing this shit on.
Can I explain something to you guys real quick?
Absolutely.
Have you guys ever played games like Skyrim or games like uh, Dead Island?
Like free ranging games?
Free range games where you talk to NPCs?
No.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
well, Call of Duty.
That counts too.
Okay. So you know. Okay. Yes. Then yes.
The NPCs that you interact with is the basic foundation of AI. I'm not demonizing them. I'm just explaining AI is not that crazy of a technology. The only thing it is a fucking NPC character given with basically free range of response instead of a script
So it's a
given to them.
mockingbird. It's
But
just a
yeah,
mockingbird.
essentially, yeah. And the only difference between that and AI is that NPC requires an Xbox, and this NPC requires killing our Earth.
Yes.
That's the only difference. And the only reason that men push for AI is for sexual reasons. I will die on that hill.
Oh,
I will too.
They want something without autonomy. Clear, very cut and dry. They're training it to be a person without autonomy.
Isn't that disgusting?
absolutely. I'm about to barf.
So I want to tell you a story of what happened in 1 week of my life.
Go for it. Cheers.
Last week, last week I was on a live with a very good friend. Boy, 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 boy. Yep, I said it 4 times.
Boy.
Um, it was a great conversation. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
I got off, and the weirdest thing happened that I've never ever experienced, Linda. So
What's that?
fucking weird. From my elbows to my wrist, I was getting a tingling sensation. And only from the elbow to the wrist of both hands. I got up to go potty. And I sat back down like, why my arms feel like that? It's not my whole arm. It's just from my elbow to my wrist.
Huh. Damn, that was a harsh one.
And
Ooh.
within 15 minutes, within 15 minutes, that like I felt the need to go potty. Like I didn't just go potty. And I know I drank a lot of water. So I was like, whatever, let me get up and go potty again. I get
Me
up, I
and
go potty
hotboxing are fucking
again.
choking to death. I'm sorry, I'm still listening.
No, that's okay. Um,
Oh,
I get up, I go potty
wake and
again.
bake and I helped.
It happened a third time, and by the third time, I started getting that feeling from my knees to my ankles. So
Damn,
I
so
called my doctor. I got a
something
fight in my neck. So the
pinched?
weirdest, huh?
I said, damn, did something in your spine get pinched?
I wasn't sure at the time. I If it only happened in my arms, I would have said yes, because that's where the plate is.
Welcome in.
Welcome in. Go ahead and put you on a chat. Chat, please.
Oh,
Um,
You want to argue, leave.
it was a flyby.
bye bye. Yeah. So I call my doctor and I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with me. You know, I had to get up and urinate all these times. It wound up being like 4 times in like
A very
45
short
minutes
period. Damn.
that I went potty. So that they're like, go to urgent care or the ER. Well, for me where I live,
That's not convenient. That's
there's
not.
no urgent care closer than an ER.
Well,
So
they're literally right next to each other. So come
right.
on now.
And it was during business hours, you know? So I go to the ER and they do a CAT scan, they do some blood work, and in the blood work, the white cells were just a tad high, a tad. And but because of my other symptoms, they're like, we don't have an MRI machine, and because you actually have fixtures in your neck, we need to have an MRI of it and make sure it didn't move and do like what you said, which pinch a nerve or even pierce the spinal column. And I was like, holy crap, okay. Well, I'm thinking they're just gonna set up an appointment, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They come back and they're like, so we can get you seen in Pueblo, Oh, Colorado Springs, because that's the main like neck back places in Colorado Springs. We can get you a ride there. And I'm kind of looking at it, I'm like, what you talking about, Willis?
Willis?
And they're like, if in fact a piercing happened on your spinal column and you have an infection, like this has to be dealt with immediately. And I was
Hmm.
like, crap, 'cause I'm thinking about last summer when I whacked my head real good, my arm started
Yeah.
going on.
Yes.
So I'm like, can I get a ride back here? Because my car is in the parking lot. And well, first I'm like, I can't go myself, and they're like, we don't want anything to happen, bump anything that can happen on a ride.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay. They're like, we have an ambulance gonna take you. And when she said that, I mean, alarm bells went off. So she's like, we can get you a ride back, no problem. And I'm like, but this is when I was on a live with Boy, I was just drinking my morning coffee and drinking water. So I hadn't eaten since the night before. So by the time I am at the hospital now, this is probably 12:30, 1 o'clock. I've now not eaten for 18 hours.
Crap.
So I'm telling them I am starving. Like I can feel the sugar in my body going low. I'm trying to tell them I am starving. I need to eat. And they're like, yep, we hear you. We hear you. And the one nurse was like, I'm going to go get something right now. And literally must have gone out the room, turned back around and say, hey, your ride's here. So I didn't get nothing to eat. The ride to Colorado Springs is 2 hours. And I'll tell you one thing for ambulances, their shocks should be a lot better transporting injured individuals. By the time we got to Colorado Springs, man, my neck was really killing me and really solidifying all these things that they were telling me. And I get into the emergency room, and usually you get into a room, you have a nurse come in, take your information, and then other people come in then to deal with you, right? No, that's not
No.
what happened. What happened was I get into the room, I think I sit down because they're like, "Do you need to be wheeled in?" I'm like, "No, I can walk." So I walk in, with the emergency personnel to get into my room. I barely sit down. The dude's already got an IV in my right arm.
Holy crap.
And I'm like, there's like 6 people surrounding me. So I'm trying to like take all this in. And they like bamboozled me. I don't care for that
Uh,
at all. So, they all leave. I'm waiting for people to come in. I'm already telling them by this point, it's been 20 hours since I ate. I really need to eat.
damn.
And I understand a certain part of their point of view because you don't want to feed anyone before possible surgery.
Absolutely.
Well, we're looking at 8:30 at night now. So it's past 24 hours. And the lady walks in and says, okay, I'm going to sign you up for the MRI. And my brain immediately was like, stop right now. So I was like, what do you mean? I wasn't on a list already? Like, your doctor told the hospital I was in I needed immediate transport to get this MRI, and you didn't even put me on the list?
Huh.
And this freaking woman was like, you can AMA right now if you want to. For those who don't know, AMA is against leaving against medical advice.
Yep.
And I looked at her like, you did not just say that to me. Are you telling me you don't have an empathetic bone in your body to know that when someone hasn't eaten in 24 hours, there's going to be an effect on the human body, which is normally irritation or irritability because your sugar's going low in your body? And
Hmm.
she actually made me feel like that she would be the one of those type of people that call the cops on people for just questioning them.
Hmm.
Because 3 times she mentioned AMA. And I
Wow.
said, I am not leaving this hospital. It's absolutely uncalled for a nurse to walk into a patient who they have to know. I've said it too many times. It's been over 24 hours since I ate. I'm not trying to be irritable. I'm only telling you what is wrong with me so that you understand. Well, for someone that has CPTSD, that set me, I mean, the whole scenario right there set me off. I think I finally went into MRI at 10 o'clock. It
Damn.
was a 2 freaking hour test. 2 hours. By
Wow.
that point, it's 26 hours, 27 hours since I ate. I am now trying to stay still in this machine because I'm just as nervous about where the plate is myself. So this is not a
Yeah.
test that I'm willing to do, you know? So I'm trying to stay as still as possible. And as you know, with someone with back issues, the more you try to stay still, the more your nerves start freaking
Yep.
pinging off on you. I am verbally telling, and I actually hit the ball once, like, this is bad. Like, I can't stay still. You don't understand because she's not verbally understanding. She's like, you have to stay still. It's blurry. And I'm like, you are not
Mhm.
understanding what's going on with me right now. I've had many MRIs. So to say that I don't know what I'm doing or that I'm doing this intentional is bullshit.
Yep.
By the hour
Absolutely.
point, I literally couldn't handle it anymore. They had to come in and give me some kind of shot to
Mm.
calm me down for the next hour, and I get all the way into my room, and at this point, I'm like, "I have to eat now." It's
Right.
freaking 12:30 at night. I have to eat right now, and I'm not gonna calm down until you give me food. There's just no way. Even if he wants to do surgery, it's gonna take hours to prep. I'm not e They woulda taken me into surgery with the results from the MRI, by the way, if it were
Wow.
that serious, right? And they didn't do
Yeah.
it. They didn't wheel me right into a operating suite or nothing like that. So they gave me one of those, like, sandwich, chips, and a juice kinda scenario,
Yeah.
and I passed out from the medicine and finally getting food. My body's like, "Screw you, lady."
Hmm.
As a matter of fact, I woke up to 2 videos on my phone recording the room.
Oh, gracious.
I don't know if I did it in my sleep, if I was upset in my sleep, you know what I'm saying? I woke
You
up
were
at,
like,
like,
you were like,
huh?
I'm recording this room in case they move me.
Or do something, yeah, for
That,
sure. I
that's your
mean,
subconscious mind saving your ass.
it was a mind fuck just seeing the videos there,
Oh yeah, you're like, who the fuck had my phone?
right? And you could tell it was on my lap, it wasn't moved. I I I don't know. Anywho, I woke up at 6:30 and I'm like, if there were anything in that MRI whatsoever, I'd have been in an operating room and I really need to eat right now.
Absolutely.
And you know, the next nurse, they must have got word. The nurses that particular day were not nasty to me in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, thank goodness.
Because I bitched at every person that I had contact with about that original nurse.
Mm.
Because I am sick. Listen, my son needed an x-ray on his freaking arm 2017, the first year I got here. So we signed in at the emergency room because he had fallen while we were hiking.
Mm-hmm.
So I signed in an emergency room and I'm sitting there waiting. You know, they say x-ray will come get us. Okay, well then I look up after a while and it says if you've been here for 45 minutes, come see us at the window. Now this is almost over 9 years ago, guys. Uh, so before the bullshit we're going through right now, I said that to say. Um, so I went up to the window like, "We've been here like 55 minutes now." And that bitch looked at me and says, "You can sign out AMA." I said, "You need to get your boss right now,
Uh-huh.
immediately. I'm not moving from this window until I speak to a supervisor." So the head of the ER came out, and I'm like, if you think you have the right to say to any patient walking in your door that points out the fact that you got a sign right there that says, if you're here more than 45 minutes, come speak to us, you got to be insane if you think I'm going to tolerate that.
Right.
Well, I get the MRI back. All my shit's in place. Everything's fine. They can't point out what happened. And what I'm thinking happened is I had my phone to the right that day when
Mm.
I was on the live. And we stayed talking probably for an hour after the fact. And I just think that I had my neck pointed to the right for so long
Yep.
that when I came back, you're right, it did tweak a nerve, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it totally. Okay, so our nerves, obviously, they got the blood running through, right?
But
And then when we pinch it, the blood obviously cannot get through there, and it can't find another way, so it builds up, which causes the pressure, which causes the symptoms. But then after
so
they had
maybe they
you
never.
sitting that whole fucking time, and you were sitting probably more upright, yeah, maybe,
Yeah, yeah.
that started releasing that nerve, and then the blood was able to start flowing. This is crazy. So basically, they didn't do jack shit for you.
They put me through fucking hell. So check this out, right? So I get the paperwork and I see what they see, that the lymphocytes, your white blood cells, are up just 1/10, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought hotboxing had a sinus, a head cold, because her and her dad get it very, very often. So I'm thinking it's just a head cold. Well, I get home, she tells me how sick she's been. I'm looking at the paperwork, and then I get the same head cold.
Oh wow.
So for a week now, since last week, which is why I never told anybody anything for a week, I've been sick as a goddamn dog
Oh man.
in 100-degree heat. We don't have air conditioner. I
I
am off
know.
grid, and anybody off grid is not going to use a massive amount of electricity because it's only hot here like so many months out of the year.
Right.
The rest of it, because of where how far north we are, is a cool period.
You
No, no heat,
and
no.
you're doing the wet the linen and lay it over a fanned area so it cools your air. You're doing that too.
No, so we tried. We actually have a, swamp cooler.
All right.
Because of how campers are, we can't use it. It makes it a sauna in here.
Yeah, that's why I'm suggesting a light linen, a sheet, um, something that's
Oh,
light.
you're
That
saying to cool the air as it flows, but not to use something like a swamp cooler.
No, because you don't have it's the swamp cooler only works when your humidity is down. If your
Mm.
humidity is up, it's just not working for you.
No, no, I'm saying because of what we live in. So in a
Oh
typical
yeah,
house, you're 100% correct.
right. But
But
I didn't have the
because
swamp cooler when I lived in my camper. I just had fans. So what I would do at night is I had a light linen. It's basically what you would wrap around yourself like if you had a bikini on.
right, right, right.
So it's lightweight, and I would wet it down, and then I would basically hang it up like a curtain in front somehow. Well, I had the bed, so it would make like the mosquito curtain on the front, and then the fan would blow it, which created the air cooler. So I don't know. It's just a suggestion that just came to my mind. I'm like, hey, remember we did this? You should share that.
Yeah, yeah. And
It's
it
probably
probably
gonna
does
dry
work.
really
It probably
fast.
does
So
work, but what
it
fucks with us is we're from the humid environment. So
right.
when you add moisture to any kind of heat, you are creating that heat to stay upon you. And that messes with it. Well, plus we've all been sick. So, you know,
Or maybe with your situation, you would want that damn it, I just dropped my scissors. You would want that linen on your front door with your when you have your
Right,
door
right.
with,
Like we'd have
and
to
then
figure out like we would wet this towel
yeah,
here
yeah, get
and
you a
not
wet
have.
towel, hang it over
Yeah,
the
because
door.
using a swamp cooler puts it in the air. We don't want it in the air. We
Right,
just want it to cool down the air that
right.
hits it. Yes, yeah. Okay, so in the
Okay.
middle of this heat, uh, and for the last couple months, I'm realizing that what we in America has gone through since 2017, and this is not a conversation about blame or pointing fingers.
Mm-mm.
We have gone through some hell
Mhm.
financially, spiritually, politically, without mentioning bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We've just
Uh-huh.
been going through an upheaval, which it's our 250th year anniversary. And from
Mm,
Hotboxing's research and my research, new nations have some kind of growing pains in that period. So we kind of expected it as a family, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But you can't anticipate. You don't know what strains you're going to receive through the growing pain. So it's
Right.
really hard to prepare, in which we found ourselves. We thought we prepared financially, everything, because we are off grid. Well, the piggies messed up their pen. Daisy won't keep her legs crossed. The
Uh,
prices won't stop going high. You see where I'm going here? I'm just
oh
there's
yeah.
a lot of pile on us, right?
Right.
So after all this experience, we're sitting here in one of the worst years possible for drought, wildfires, everything. Just sick as can be. We can't go out during the sun, especially sick because it'll make it worse when
Absolutely.
pigs are screaming or the dogs are barking. So we're talking to Vince, and he's got great ideas. This is try to focus on these specific area, guys, and see if you can do something right.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, yeah, you're right. He was absolutely right. So Hotboxing here made a post like, hey guys, man, despite our best efforts, life's kicking I'm just paraphrasing at this point. It was
Yeah,
a
yeah,
long
yeah.
post. Despite our best efforts, life's kicking our ass. We got too many pigs. We really just want to put them out there. The market's been diluted, so it's hard for us to make any money off of anything. Plus, we have these puppies, and we just need some help. I
Yeah.
shared it in our local place because people are like, you gotta ask for help and you gotta ask for help from the right places. And everybody got a fucking solution except for an actual solution, right?
Right.
So the icing on the cake are people who wanted something for nothing. And
Yep.
it wasn't even part of the fucking post, Linda.
I know. That's
Or
how they
there's
are.
to
They want-
paraphrase and not point fingers. They knew there was something on the land of value they thought they could get for free to somehow ease up our woe. I don't fucking know the route people take and their goddamn justification for their shitty fucking behavior. But for the fucking love of all things good, beat your own ass before you try and be somebody else's ass because you probably fucking need it. I'm so disgusted with my local area. And people are like, so why'd you pick Trinidad? I didn't pick Trinidad. I picked the property,
right.
and I'm disgusted. And Trinidad could just be the poster child for what's happening in the world. So don't get me wrong. I don't think Trinidad is special in any way, shape, or form. But holy fuck, I'm from New York. I've lived in big cities, capital cities even. New York City even. Go Brooklyn. Um, but to surprise me with human behavior that I have not seen to this veracity is a pretty hard goddamn thing to do. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like you live in Arizona. So when other people are saying, yeah, it's like a desert here, I'm sure you laugh your ass off at them like I'm in Arizona, bitch. You don't even know what desert is.
Yep. Yep.
I am so over the poor, the downtrodden, the ethnic, the females, the children of the fucking world having to make up spiritually, morally, logically what the other 95% do to our fucking earth, our world, and our society.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to ask him, you want your kids to act better than you? Because that don't make sense. What you showed them their whole life was one shitty fucking person, and now you want them to be better than you? How'd they learn that? Because I didn't let anybody teach my children anything I that wasn't prior approved by me personally.
Well, and then you have the new version of the Key Lock kids. They're a
Mm.
whole different fucking breed.
And they are learning from all different kinds of
Yeah, but
adults.
and they're also learning out of the country because I ran into one last night. Well, we've already had problems with this one. That one is on the live, and we walked down to go get cigarettes last night. And I walk into my smoke shop that I've walked in a billion fucking times with my live. And this little girl, he's up in there, and she didn't have the outside lights on, and there's a bunch of damn crackheads over there. And I'm walking up, and it's pitch black. And I'm like, why does this look so fucking creepy? And then it dawned on me the outside lights weren't on. So as I walk in, I'm still live, and I stopped because you can see her right by where the door she comes out at. And I said, I waited. She looked over, made eye contact with me, and I said, hey, your outside lights aren't on. She snips around and she says, yeah, I know. And I said, well, I'm pretty sure the owners would want those lights on. I said, it's very dangerous for me to be walking up here in the dark like that. Well, there was a dude standing there, had been flirting with her, and he's fucking around with the candy stuff on the shelf right there. And I had turned to go walk around him, and there was another couple over there, and they were looking at fucking crack pipes. So I wasn't giving them any authority. So I went to go walk. He blocks me, and when he blocked me, I had the camera right in his fucking face. And I said, well, I guess she doesn't fucking care. Which then whips him around, and he says, well, the way I look at it, if you're walking up here and you need a light where you're walking, you shouldn't be out here walking. And that's when I flipped and turned around and walked the fuck out and started fucking going the fuck off, heading to Circle K. Well, him and her decide they want to leave the establishment, which means she came out of her cage, joined him, and walked out of the building, leaving the two crackheads in the store alone while they're screaming at me.
Holy shit,
Oh,
really?
it's on video. Well, it was until my channel just got shot down. So I can't even show my evidence, but I know the owners and they have like really high security. They got the audio and everything. So when they
Yeah.
see me walk in, talking to her, talk to him, and turn completely do a 360 and walk the fuck out of there, and then watch her leave that cage and him
Yeah.
coming after me, because there's cameras on the front.
Yep. So they
They
saw
have
it all.
visual of all of that. So
Yeah.
it's just a matter of me walking down and putting in my piece. I'm done with that bitch. I am so done with her. She don't give a
And that's
fuck.
what I'm saying. Like we live in such a world that it's
She can't be more than 21, 22, maybe 23 at the most, if. And it's like,
so
if you're
barely
already
means
got
if you
that
even work
attitude,
there.
if you've already got that attitude about the world that everybody's just fucked and you don't give a fuck if you can make somebody's life better by turning on a fucking light, it's
That's
stupid.
fucked up.
It's very fucked.
It's more than stupid. It's fucked up. It's really
And
and that.
And I would have ended up paying $7.40. I would have bought two fucking packs, okay? But
Yeah.
instead, I walked across the street to Circle K and paid $6.50. So Circle K got my man's money because of that
Yeah.
dumb
Exactly. Yeah. And see,
CUNT.
it's not as severe, but a person who, when I had shared Hot Boxing's post to the local group, had got on there and like, it's safe to say that they're not vaccinated or fixed.
Ah,
And I'm thinking, They're fucking
Ow.
puppies, you fucktard.
Yeah, you
You
just
just
want to come
turned
in here
everything
and fuck.
off by
Oh, I hate
saying
that.
that.
I fucking hate that. So, of course, you made that disappear, right?
No, I'd rather hate Trinidad because they don't deserve an ounce of fucking compassion from me. Not
No,
one fucking
but
ounce.
by them doing that, they're blocking your help. That's why you don't want it up there.
If somebody really wanted to help, nothing could
that
stop
guy's
them.
comment was hidden automatically by some other admin.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, I went and looked at it, and it was hidden because it was suspected as spam. And the guy that made the comment was an admin.
That's fucking funny. That is so. And that's
Oh,
what I'm
thank you
saying.
so
Why do
much.
we?
Thank you for dropping my link. We need it. We need it out there so
Yeah,
bad.
please go visit Linda. Her link's in the live chat, and I'll
We're
try to leave
sisters.
her link in the comments. But we all
We're
know how Linda.
sisters. Mother or sisters by well, how do you say that? It's brothers by
We're
another
sisters
mother. It's
from
sisters.
we're sister from another mister.
Oh yeah, sisters from another mister.
Um,
You saved me, girl. I could have went into a fucking whirlpool and just fucking fucked myself up by attacking you too. if
I'm
you had,
glad you
if
didn't
you
because
hadn't
I'm
been live,
telling
I would
you.
have just dug myself deeper.
Well, that's what I just did. Like uh, hotboxing took her phone over there. Like, hey, Dad, call mom. He's
Yeah, my
calling me.
first
I'm a
instinct was to
blubbering
pull up the
idiot.
email, fucking
I'm a
screenshot,
blub.
go over and throw it on a fucking post so everybody can see the bullshit for itself. And within seconds, YouTube's like, they made me think I could post, and then right when I went to send it the post, then they blocked me. I was like, you pricks, you don't even want nobody to see what you're doing.
Yeah, I put a post. I put a short up about the bottles I found. By the way, this bottle right there is a
hmm
100-year-old
I
Coca-Cola
see.
soda water bottle,
That's fucking awesome.
100% intact. Um, I was putting that up, and I just wanted to put a little inspirational music behind it because we pick up trash out of the river most
Yeah,
times. So it's
but there's
fun to
some
find an
gold.
intact,
Yeah, there's
huh?
some gold out there. Gold is in
Right,
treasures.
right. So we put a very poignant song as the background because I couldn't find a good one, you know?
hmm
And I posted it. And when I posted it, I always like to
Check it.
double check my work. Yeah. So after it loaded, I went back and looked at it, and it had the other song that I didn't want on there.
Oh fuck.
I'm
And
like,
the
what
only
the
time you can change that is when you're in the editing. You can't change it afterwards. Unless
heck?
you re
You have to
I
delete
did
it,
that I
re-upload
did
it.
that to Jimi Hendrix. You can redo and then just delete the last one. That's the only way you
Right.
can fix it. That
Well, I
sucks.
might be feeling better, but I didn't feel that much better.
You're like, I ain't feeling that good.
But it just goes to show you. So I had hotboxing turn off the predictive text
Mm-hmm.
on my phone. Uh, let me get back to that 1 second. I last couple weeks I noticed they've been changing settings, so I go back into my Google to take off this ad preference bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And what the ad preference does is watch every fucking thing you do to choose which ads you get to see. So when you turn it off, you start getting all these sexual ads because I've gotten them too. I only got them after I turned this shit off, right? Well, most of us in YouTube have seen where we type we type too fast for AI to keep up with us. Basically, that's how
That was
stupid
weird.
AI is.
I rolled up to go to hotboxing to make sure that my backup channel was um you gave me some superpowers. I almost blocked my baby girl. What the fuck? Why can't I go to her channel?
I did give you superpowers. You should
This
have
is
been
the only
able to go.
superpowers I have. Report, channel activity, and block. It will not let me go to
I'll
her.
go to your channel.
Wow, boy, how you doing? We were
How
talking
you
about you before.
doing? Boy. Hi.
Say hi to boy. He says hi, Mary, and hotboxing.
Yeah. Mary.
Hello.
That's a weird way. That was whoa. For a second there, I was that was a kaleidoscope of
Hey,
shit.
you know I've learned to manipulate this filter.
Yes, you have. That was great.
I know how to push the limit.
Right, right. So, boy, I did go through the whole story of what happened after we were on live, so that might interest you later. Um, what I wanted to say was this, Linda,
Okay.
because I'm pretty sure you have something to say about it. Okay,
No, I'm so all ears right now.
if we have watchdogs in society for certain things, like what we've talked about earlier,
Mhm.
haven't we changed the fucking laws? So we're just going to use this because it's been such a hot topic
Mhm.
since uh since the person went from private life to public life, we'll say.
Mhm.
Um CSA, do you know what that means? Without saying it
Say
out
it
loud?
again. Say it again.
CSA.
CFA.
The first word is child.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So we have a whole bunch of watchdogs, right?
Mhm.
A whole bunch of watchdog groups. And it almost feels like the system saying, if you don't like it, you do something about it. But our hands are tied by laws, by the threat of the system. Our hands are tied with how much we can do about stuff.
Yeah, it's just an illusion of authority.
Yes. And with the old adage of all the people under the table and the people on top of the table playing chess, all we have to do is stand up together and we upend the game. But people can't even stand together, even on the CSA topic. And I'll tell you, it has turned my stomach inside out. The realization of how many people will just say yes in blind loyalty or
Mm.
no in blind loyalty. Instead of science has told us we are human beings, we're species of our own, and we are a community species, much like ants and bees.
Right.
So, with that being said, somebody shook Earth up and there's no real community. Like, it's all, like you said, what evolution you said? Oh, an illusion of something, right?
Illusion of authority, my dear.
Thank you so much. So that's all we're left with after we've been shaken up is
Uh, which
illusion of authority.
which makes my tongue go into the next line. You will own nothing and be happy with it.
Well, my problem is uh extremists use that statement as many do from many of the religious texts. So I'm not trying to isolate one here.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's another layer of frosting. That's all.
Well, they have to use an iota of truth to reel people in. So I believe
Well,
with
that's what I'm saying. The cake don't taste good, so they keep putting layers of icing on to bring us
yes,
back to the cake. Am
and
I
we
riddle
willingly eat.
talking? I'm sorry. I'm riddle talking. I'll quit.
No, 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 no. You're okay. And we eat it. The problem is they've gotten us to eat it voluntarily, knowing like there are some times because I can't find anything different that I'm eating something with high fructose corn syrup in it.
Oh yeah, I was just about to go there, and then they go and they turn everything. My okay, you just pulled a string. I eat. My dog eats with me. Okay, I buy him dog food. He's like, fuck that shit. Okay, so
So,
I'm like, okay, fuck that shit. You eat when I eat. This year, whatever the fuck they're putting in the food, he's like, Mom, no. Mom, no. And these are the same things that we have always eaten.
yo,
He
that's
is not
creepy
touching the
as fuck.
bread. He's not touching the bread. No buns, no bread, white bread. Um, dinner rolls. Something's in the bread. He is not. I mean, you could have all the steak juice you want on that bread. That normal dog will wolf that shit down. Not my dog. My dog's like, Mom, there's something wrong with it. So I thought, it's just my dog, right? Well, I go in there and I'm talking to my sister and I'm like, hey, fucking Bear Bear didn't eat such and such. And she goes, well, that's weird. And I said, why? And she goes, Odie didn't either. So both of our
No.
dogs are noticing a change in the fucking shit that they're putting in our food, and they're like, and they're refusing to eat it.
Just as a disclaimer, folks who's listening,
Chips.
dogs
That's another one.
will fucking eat anything, even if it kills them. My
Exactly.
dog Socks,
But
when
they're
he was a
fucking mimics.
puppy,
They know.
listen, when he was a puppy, when you get the fly,
Oh
the
yeah.
fly sticks, they come in this little. The thing is about what that big, and you got to unroll it, right?
Yes. Yes. I have them in my house. Yes.
One of them must have fallen on the floor, and Stocks had not
I didn't.
only opened it, he licked
Oh,
the
don't
glue.
lick that yummy right off of there. Oh
You
shit.
know what the glue did to him? It literally glued his not the breathing tube, the eating tube.
Right. You have two. Right.
Yeah. He glued
That.
that shut. He had to have surgery
Oh my
in order
lord.
to save his fucking life. We had pups that we had a wild animal unearth one of our dearly departed, and we didn't know it until the pups that year had we were running with them, and then all of a sudden they took off.
Mm-hmm.
And we were calling them, but it was already too late because we didn't know a wild animal unearthed a beloved. Well, they invited on that freaking beloved too much,
Mm.
and we lost some of them. So dogs will they'll eat to eat.
Thank you for
So
making
the
my point. So the fact that my dog is sitting here waiting all day, because we eat
Yep.
twice a day. So when lunchtime comes and I'm breaking breakfast, and he's sitting there going, he's looking at me like, "Why are you eating that?" And why are you trying to give
Basically,
me
yeah.
that? But it's the bread, and these are things that I get at the dollar store, the Family Dollar, even Safeway bread. I've noticed I don't know, bread, chips, just things that I would just normally share with him. He's like, no, I don't give a fuck what the fuck's on it. I'm not eating that.
I have a question of logic for you because you've lived
Sure.
in arid environments way more than me. So, living in an arid environment, did you notice that typically, and we're speaking prior to modern day, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Typically speaking, it lasts a while on, just say, on the countertop.
Okay.
Right? It didn't mold very fast. Like eventually, if
Right.
nobody touched it for over a week, maybe, right?
Yeah, that was my bitch last year when the bread wasn't going bad.
Well, we're thinking when we've moved to an arid environment, one that we're from Michigan, Louisiana, and New York, all of which humidity stay above like 50%. Anything below 50% is God, isn't it dry? So that's how wet it is in those areas. So I'm thinking I'm moving to where the average humidity is between 15 and 20%. My bread should not go moldy. Not like I'm used to in Louisiana, Michigan, or New York, because they're moist environments. So even a little bread tie ain't gonna keep out the moisture in the air, right?
Well, yeah, I can't even put my bread near a window or it will mold.
Really?
Oh yeah, and you know how dark my kitchen is.
Well, we
Yep,
got bread like
it's crazy.
probably 2017 because that's the first year we lived here. We got bread, and within a day or two, I picked it up, and it was not in sunshine. It was not near windows. Like I didn't I didn't learn how to take care of my food yesterday, so to speak. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So
So
I
for
didn't
it
put it
not
in a.
to, yeah, exactly.
So
And for it
why
not
would it
to
be
last,
moldy?
why would it be doing that? Because there's stuff in it that they're thinking you're going to eat it right away, You're not gonna let it sit there. You're not gonna be reserved on it. It's the only thing I can come up with.
So as far as well, no, here in an arid environment, I can tell you right now with all certainty and understanding that decomposition in an arid environment happens faster sometimes than the predator can get to them because it's
Oh,
so
I get what you're
arid that
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm actually agreeing with you. That's why I'm saying whatever they're fucking putting in this shit
I
is
mean it
causing
shouldn't rot in
patterns,
2 days, right?
Yep.
I had a can of soup a couple years ago. It was not bulged, it was not dented, it was within date. Um, Sent me to the freaking hospital because of how easy I can get food poisoning.
That's
And
weird
I
that you
told
say
my
that because
good.
there's a guy that I follow that's from our pirate clan, and he does old rations, and he
Ooh,
opens them up and he tests them. He looks at them and like he showed it to us. He has shorts, and even back 50-year-old rations look better than the fucking shit they're trying to sell us now. It's sad.
well, I noticed because when I get sick, I have to know what I got sick off of. So even if it's gross, I have to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
There was one piece of carrot that had a dark spot on it. And anybody else, it would give gas, or indigestion. But for me, it sent me to the hospital. I couldn't eat that soup for a long time. It
Mm,
wasn't bulged. It wasn't dented. It had no showing from the outside that it was bad in any way, shape, or form.
huh.
Uh, Fast forward, shit, this happened, what, 2 years ago, 7 years. And I'm like trying to eat fresh. So the freshly made salads at the deli in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm from the generation where the deli made freshly made salads every morning. And I think this is one of those delis. So I didn't mind going first thing in the morning and maybe getting potato salad. I like potato salad.
Yummy.
They didn't cut the skins off it, Linda.
No way.
And of course, you don't know it because when you make potato salad, it's very colorful with mayonnaise and mustard. And you know what I'm saying?
I think there's only been one potato salad in my entire life that I saw them leave the skin on, and that was a red potato salad.
Yup, I was gonna guess that. I was gonna guess that. Absolutely. Well, on that particular day, I'm like, I really need to eat that potato salad before it gets warm. It wasn't like hot like it is now, but
Right.
it is a mayonnaise item. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I have hot boxing, break it open, give me a spoon. I put the spoon in my mouth, and with the food in my mouth, I'm like, oh God, oh my God, oh my God. And I pull over instantly. I
Mm.
get it all out of my mouth. I'm trying not to swallow in any way, shape. I'm literally like trying to hold my throat closed.
Mm.
So I spit it out. I'm trying to rinse. I'm dry heaving at this point because my brain is knowing what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I get myself under control. Thank God that pull off was right there. So, I didn't have to like go in dry grasses or anything.
Yeah.
So, and then I rinsed the stuff off that I spit out and I'm like, oh my God, they didn't peel the potatoes. And before I pulled away, I called that deli. Actually, I called the manager of the store
Oh, damn.
and I said, this is what just happened. And she's like, you can come back. I'm like, I don't mean to interrupt you, really. It's not your fault. But what I really need you to do is walk your ass back to that deli right now and take that food off the shelf before you kill somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you can't not peel your potatoes because you can't see what's rotten underneath. So I don't want your money. I don't want a refund. I want you to do your job.
Yeah, I want to save the next poor soul that eats your shit.
Uh, for real, like, I was smart enough to know on the bike because I've lived with this problem my whole life, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And this is the society in which we live in. I just gotta tell you this offhanded, off-colored story, almost
Mhm.
I mean, it has to do with food, and I'm
You
beside
go,
myself
girl.
because of my generation, so listen to this. Aspen Acre Fires, it's over 100,000 acres now. I think it's like 30 square miles.
Damn.
A woman in a town near it, I don't know if she was, like, in threat or anything, but she made 150 meals out of her own kitchen
Damn.
to offer to the firefighters. And let me just give this moment of, "Alright, the moment's over," they said no.
Uh,
Because it wasn't cooked in a licensed kitchen, and it wasn't this, and it wasn't that, and I'm having a motherfucking fit. I'm having a fucking fit, and people are like, but, no one's to say that's safe. Firefighters been eating out of private people's kitchens since firefighters knew they had to firefight. So shut the fuck up with the criticism. A
it's so
woman,
bizarre to me how people on the internet, it's like, how did they even make it this far in life? There's no way they didn't have any common sense before they hit the YouTube, but they didn't. It's obvious in their behavior, in their response to shit.
100%. The only reason them firefighters didn't take that food is so they could bill the federal government. Now, I get it. They need a recoupment on their money. But are you fucking kidding me? You said no to a private citizen. Let's just wrap our head around 150 fucking meals.
That's a lot.
Now, she went out and gave it to the poor, the downtrodden, and the homeless. Creator lover, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I'm not talking about what she did, which is as grand and excellent as she could make it be in a crisis. But you tell someone no like that for that reason? I wish someone would offer something for me to say yes or no to, let alone have the choice in the fact.
Hmm.
That's disgusting. I just. mm.
Breathe.
I moved to Colorado. It was a dream of mine for 20 plus fucking years. It was beautiful. There's so much nature here, and no lie, it is beautiful and it has so much nature here. It's fucking gorgeous. The
But
people of
outside
the
of your
fire.
land, it's a whole different story.
Yeah, the people are now Otero County, north of me, poorest county in the entire state. Zero complaints. I have zero complaints for that county. I love going there. When you see me at Tempest Creek, that's where we are. When we were at the duck pond, it was there that we were at. Um, when we go south to our county seat is where we have the trouble with privileged, entitled, nasty people. Like when I first moved here, I would save my good clothes for going to town. Nobody wants to go to town in their work clothes, right?
Fuck that, I do.
Well,
I'm an
you know
exception,
what?
but yes, normally you want to look good when you go into town.
I stopped that mighty quick. Like probably after the first
Mighty
6
quick.
months. And
Like,
I'm
why the
like,
fuck am I gonna put my good duds on to go in town, get treated like shit, then come back and now I've got extra clothes to wash? What the fuck?
let me give you just an eye opening. This is my very, very, very first experience. And it'll never change because I'm still flabbergasted by it, right?
Yep.
Situations occurred, and it was my eldest and her spouse meeting me here on the property to see the property, to see what we're in for, you know?
Oh, I think I remember this.
And situations have it that basically we showed up at night. Boy said he's with hotboxing again. Hell yeah.
I'm with hotboxing
I
again.
know. I think he's backward a little bit.
Oh,
Anywho,
I'm not saying that
so
because my head hurts.
I know. High pressure system headaches, guys.
Oh,
Um,
yes. We've been
next
dealing with those down
day, yeah, they're horrible, and they come in so fast. And
Yes.
anyhow, anywho, the next morning we get up, we look at the property, we're very pleased with what we see, and we're like, okay, let's head into this county seat of a town, that we had because we bought the
Mhm.
property for the property, not where it was located in Colorado. I mean, um, we go to Trinidad. I believe we go to the Walmart first. I think we needed like some supplies out here which weren't sold at a grocery store, so to speak.
Gotcha.
Upon entrance, and I cannot say this staccato enough,
Hmm.
upon entrance,
Oh, I did not just sell that. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, I'm playing a
our
game. I just fucked myself. Go ahead.
um we heard, "Oh, are you new here? Sure, we just bought property. Oh, do you want a job?" Gordon or my oldest and I look at each other like, "What?" I'm disabled. I can't work, and she's got a job where she's from. So thank you, no,
We're good.
thank you, China.
Yeah.
We heard that 2 other times, and when we didn't hear that because we said we moved into the area, we heard, "Oh, the drug addicts and the homeless and the homeless and the drug addicts and the drug addicts and the" My daughter and I were looking at each other like, "What
What
just
the
happened
fuck?
back there in that town there? Was that a Hills Have Eyes town? I need to know?"
You right?
And that and it hasn't changed. Like, even though we had that experience coming in, it was weird. It was weird, 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 weird. When we did move here with our families, uh, we volunteered. We went to social functions like, what was that car parade? Cartopia,
Hmm.
where people dressed up their cars in really weird ways. Really
Mm-hmm.
cool thing. Blues festival where Friday was free for locals. So
Nice.
we did all of these things, and we weren't looking for negativity. We were like, we're a family that had to move so much. We were happy to plant our roots somewhere. So we weren't looking for the negative, but hell did it find us. You know what I'm saying? Over and over and over, it
I
found
can't
us.
believe I've been on here this long and I just now realized I didn't share your fucking live. I'm on it.
Uh, are you talking about
I'm
my
on it.
son?
Hey, I'm plenty high for a reason, right?
Yes, yes, you are. Yes, Devinces. That's their YouTube name, Devinces. I'm just
Oh,
answering voice. Um, so like we volunteer at a
oh,
place. We
wait a minute. I'm not allowed to
volunteered.
post.
We volunteered at a place that okay. And he wants to eat. At a
Even
place
if I
that
wanted to, I can't. I forgot. That's why I didn't. Okay, I love you. Continue.
I love you too.
Squirrel.
We volunteered at a place that sold what seemingly was $100 of groceries for $20
Hmm.
a box.
At the time, was more groceries than $100 right now.
Right,
Oh,
right. We're talking 9 years ago. Okay.
okay.
So, our neighbor brought us there because we had just moved. I was waiting for another payment from my Social Security
Wait, I
winnings,
mistook
right? And I
something
needed
about
help.
what's your son's name again? David? Oh, dear Lord. I thought I would never hear that name over here again.
I know.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Um, so I say to the kids, like, well, this is not only a good opportunity for us, but it would be good for us to be a part of our
Vinci.
community on something
Boy,
we
his
can
name's
say.
Vinci.
It's something we can stand behind, something that helps the poor. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So we went the first time. It was okay. And the lady had said, like, if you're getting a box, make sure to do it before everybody comes. So number one, you can get it and get out of the way. But number two, we don't want you to miss your own opportunity to get a box. And we
Da
thought, all right,
Vinci.
cool.
Love a boy, dude.
That's funny. Close. Very, very close.
Very clever. Very clever.
Um, so the next time we went, so this is the third time we volunteered now, right?
Hmm.
It went on once a month, I think. So the next time we went, we did as she suggested. We got our box right immediately. We put it in our truck so that we could just focus on the people in need. So
Hold
we
on a
did
second. I'll
that.
be right
Yeah.
back, sweetie. Somebody's at my door. I'll be right back.
All right. I'll hold off for a second. The Vinces, with an E. That's what their name is on YouTube. Bud. We like to call him Bud, Bubby, Bubba, Knucklehead sometimes. Gotcha. Did I say something? Oh, settle down and eat something? Whoops, what happened there? Yeah, the weather here is just, it's probably already 90 something. I'm gonna have to leave it like that. There we go. I don't want to check on my phone, but it's already in the 90s. We created permashade where we're at. That's what you see is this fluttering back and forth. You see that? Oh, that's probably how it got hot in here. That's some weird background noise. That's not me. Maybe it's Linda. Maybe the kitty's moving around. And you know what? We never come home from Otero County sick, but we have caught things from Trinidad. Isn't that strange? And we don't try to touch things. We wash our hands and all that. Must have been in the air, bastard. Need to stay home when they're sick. Oh, that's what that noise was? I heard something fall down, but I just didn't look. Boy, I learned what my gardening problem was this year. First, UV rays. We've had UV rays at 12 since March. So that's one thing, and that will burn all the little tiny seeds at the top of the soil. But then I'm thinking I've been planting at this for, all my life. This is super weird. I was watching something yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. About the first people's planting methods. Um, and no lie, they planted the corn like I think the beans were like a foot deep, and the corn was deeper. That the corn might have been like 18 inches or 2 feet deep, 5 seeds to a hole. And they don't irrigate. And they're not super tall corn plants, but you just need them to produce corn. You don't need them to be super tall. They're, I guess, a waste of energy for the plant, but they don't water. And the picture that I have found of their storage of corn, it was like 4 feet deep and different colors behind the people, all dried and everything. And they were saying that by the end of the season, they like to have about 3 years worth of corn in storage at all times. I do. I do.
I'm back. Oh shit. Sorry.
There you go. What do you remember?
What do I remember? You talking about the first time you went to town to buy the place and then you went into town and there was a free festival?
Okay, so we were volunteering at that food bank place, remember?
Okay, now I'm yeah. Okay, I forgot. Okay, shows you
So
what I remember though, right?
it's okay. I don't know what happened at the door.
It was the door was somebody trying to. They wanted to do landscaping, and we know what my front yard looks like, so I thought that was funny as fuck.
That is funny. Did you see what
My
boy
front
said?
yard is self-contained. It doesn't need anything.
Right, right. Boy's like, I'll just call your son Leonardo from here on out.
That works.
That's freaking funny.
It's
So
better than what you said before. Anything's better than that.
as long as you don't call him Vinny, because that there's a line, there's a giant chasm right there on that
Chasm.
word.
Yeah, that's why I call him Bubba when I tried doing that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
If
yeah. So listen, so we
okay,
got our box that
mention
third
got the
week,
box.
and
Okay.
we put it in the car. We're all working, me hotboxing and Leonardo, and hotboxing and Leonardo are taking boxes out to people's car for them. Because a lot of them are elderly and
Can
disabled.
you stop? Go ahead.
Out of nowhere, this lady's like, "Is that your box?" And she pointed to a box. I'm like, "No, I did what you told us to do. I got one in the beginning. It's in my truck right now." And she just kind of walked away from me. So I just kept working. And this is after the fact, unbeknownst to me, she went to my minor hotboxing person. She was a minor
Mm.
at the time,
Oh my
and
lord.
made her take her to our truck and show her the box. And
What a twat
oh, that's
move.
even better. Yeah, very twat move. So I found this out like on the way home. So now I'm freaking hot because there was only two, well, including my kids as one with me, so that's three, and my neighbor who is Mexican Indian, so that's four, were the darkest ones in the room. So I'm affronted by what she did because I watched her after that point. She didn't bother anybody else. She didn't pose the question to anybody else. And I even asked my neighbor, "Hey, did so and so say any?" She's like, "No, no, I don't know what you're talking about." So I just decided in the moment, like I wasn't going to go Karen on her, but I decided in the moment, I'm not going to come back because I don't need that type of stress on my family. We know who we are. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Well, I didn't go back, but then a phone call came. And lo and behold, it's this woman saying, "Hi, setting up for the next box. And I'm wondering if I can call on you as a volunteer." And it was a hot, sticky day.
Ugh.
And during that year, because it had stopped raining that monsoon season and didn't pick back up again for 10 months. So we were just like hot and miserable when this call comes in. And
Mm.
I'm like, well, 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 it's you calling me. What I didn't say was I heard her husband say to one of the other workers, "Hey, look at all these avocados. Man, it's going to be a great Super Bowl party." So I started paying attention to what was in the boxes. And you know what was not in the boxes? Avocados. They were right there on site. I saw the avocados. A
They were
whole
clipping
bread
them.
rack.
They were clipping them before they even went out.
Flipping them, they didn't give anybody any avocados.
It's fucked up.
Sodas, name brand food, breads. The people at the end of the line never got cakes, breads. Sometimes they didn't get meats. It was horrible. So I'm like, "Listen, lady, you done called on the wrong bitch. You're gonna fucking mistreat me and my kids by forcing them to do anything. That's my freaking minor child. I was so angry that I got off the phone with her and I proceeded to call the actual organization that did this box.
Mm-hmm.
And I told them the whole freaking story. I said, there are zero blemishes in this. I have zero reason to close down anything that helps the poor. But I'm telling you, if this is how they treat the poor, they ought not be running it.
Absolutely.
They never had it again.
Mm.
And I'm like, God damn, they had to find some bad evidence because they're not going to base it off of one person's experience.
Right. No, what you did is you just you fan the smoke.
That's all we need to do. We don't have to be these giant watchdogs or have an organization and have an LLC or you know what I'm
Sure.
saying?
Yeah. You saw the fire. You wait. You what did I just say? You fan the
I
smoke, which caused the fire to get the big ones that were sponsoring them to say, "Oh,
Yep,
wait a fucking minute here. Wait a minute. We've been getting complaints. We thought they were just fucking whining. Wait a
yep,
minute."
yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep. And that's all we have to do as a people. We don't have to go into office. We don't have to listen. When would you say sexes or gender when I'm speaking like this?
Gender.
I'm talking about when male, when XY doesn't go out into the street and say, don't do bad stuff to the, am I using male sex? Okay. So when the sexes don't keep each other straight, because that's what it boils down to. Women should definitely be advising other women. Women shouldn't be
Oh yeah,
advising
I remember
men.
this
Men.
conversation. We've had this many times.
Well, we're now to the point because everybody has to be equal and level and on the same plane and yada yada yada, and we're all a bunch of fucking robots, and there's only one mold, so to speak.
Supposedly.
That doesn't work anymore. And because for whatever reason they've chosen not to, men not admonishing other men and women not admonishing other women. Put my phone unplugged.
But
Has
then that
now
makes me
brought.
grab my Bible, Mary, because that's what it's all about, right? That's what
Well,
it's
I
all about.
believe some of the phrases.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
because
At
if
the
we
same.
hadn't pulled away from that, and then the devil didn't get his fucking show on, and he wouldn't be doing this to us, getting us to fucking have the men attack the women or be checking the women, and the women checking the men when that is back ass words. Women should be
Right, right.
checking women, men should be checking men. It's even in the fucking Bible.
Let me. Hotboxing says she got a point, so I'm gonna zip my lip.
I'm
I
gonna
was
zip mine
watching
too.
I was watching this thing yesterday. One anti-manosphere guy versus 20 of them. It was really interesting and fun. Everyone was very respectful, so it was a very
Oh,
fun
good.
video to watch. But his point, the anti-manosphere guy says, porn has done worse things to men
Mm-hmm.
than feminism. And then the next guy comes up to debate his claim. And his first thing was abortion. And that's the kind of subversion people do these days. They're going to hear your point and go, well, what about this thing that has almost no relation to what we're talking about?
Mhm.
Oh, I hear you hotboxing.
It's so exhausting. And this was a very good point this man made as a man to other men. He brought up the statistics. He brought up how it affects people. He didn't just leave you with just a claim and no evidence and no information.
Yeah, he didn't have you running down his info and checking and venting it. I got you.
Exactly. But every single person that went up to argue with him was only offering hypotheticals, was only offering, well, what if circumstances, instead of going, well, here's my evidence why I disagree. People are more often
Whoop,
gonna go,
whoop,
well,
whoop.
here's my idea of why you're wrong.
Yeah, that's a really good point. People use their ideas as evidence.
It's not just idea. Yeah, they use it as okay. I didn't mean to cut you off. I really have this. So they claim that, but in all reality, they're surfing on their fifis.
Yeah, that's exactly it. We were watching political debaters, and the person running the show is like, "It, dude, you know, what, if I'm wrong, I want to change my mind. So just, give me the facts that you've judged this decision by, so that I can see the same facts and maybe come to the same conclusion." The
Absolutely.
guy's like, "Well, this is gonna happen." And so the host writes it down. He writes down everything the guy says. And it's exactly what you just said, Linda. They were all fifis. Every single point was a fifi. It had zero evidence in it. It even had zero
there was
acceptability.
there were no facts. It was all fifi.
Nothing. It's like trying to catch a cloud and pin it to the wall. There was no
Ain't gonna happen.
substance.
As soon as you grab it, it's gone.
It's gone.
It's
And then you try
gone.
to tell somebody, hey, there was a cloud there, and they're looking at
Hey,
a clear blue sky. Like, what the fuck you
that's my
talking
new
about?
tell off. That's gonna be my new tell off. Go catch a cloud.
Absolutely, because at this point, we're so far down a rabbit hole away from our natural being that if we don't start discerning between the fifis and the facts,
That's right. We
the
actually have to do more
arguing, the
venting now than we
dissension,
ever did before.
dude. It used to be, and I'm just saying used to be because we are in a way, this whole technological era is going to be down in history as something. You know what I'm
As a
saying?
major fuckery, that's what it is.
Absolutely. Because beforehand, you would meet up your friend and say, dude, you know what I saw today? I saw two dragonflies
Mm-hmm.
connected together.
Mm-hmm.
And the other person used to be like, wow, really? Where did you see that? And on a conversation would go.
It would develop.
Right. And you fast forward just a couple decades. I have the reply for you. Okay, here she goes. Hotboxing's ready. So you think, I saw two dragonflies connected together. No, you didn't because I didn't see it. Here we have
Where's the
2026.
fucking short? Where's the fucking short of the damn dragonflies, Mary?
That's one.
It doesn't exist. You
Amber,
didn't put it on YouTube.
Joe Schmo from Eskimo told me that that's not a fact. Well, I live in a
I
dense
just
city and I've
Googled
never
it.
seen a
I
dragonfly,
just
a
Googled it.
dragonfly in
There's
my
no way
backyard.
that could have happened.
Oh, wait. All the way down to the opposing directions. Dragons exist? Motherfucker, I didn't say dragons. I said dragonflies.
Exactly. Flies, you should clean up more.
Right? For real. Come on, man. I should
They
not be
slice
sitting the
and
inside of
dice
your
that
fucking
shit
bedroom.
up. That's hilarious because we're dead on and they know it.
Absolutely. And I wish I wanted to say this. If boy, you're still here, I wanted to say this on our last live, but I really was feeling funky at the end. It's
All
sad
good.
that we all don't live close to each other because we've met people, all different personalities, that have come to their own understandings. We
Mm-hmm.
know, like, I know you've done your legwork. I know Voi's done his legwork. You guys know I've done my legwork. Hotboxing's done her own legwork independent of me, which makes me so proud, by the way. But to
Absolutely.
piss
Big
her
up.
off when I was younger, though. Yeah. She had a few arguments for me when she was younger, but hey, that just makes me
You want
proud.
that.
You know what I'm
You want
saying?
that. You didn't want to raise a robot.
Exactly. And here we are. And I, like you said, didn't want to raise a robot. So yeah, I would invite these things. I would get frustrated, but I would never tell her to stop.
Absolutely.
And we're in a world where
Oh,
now
I
people
gotta
will
take this
tell
phone
you,
call. It's my son.
okay, Mute me. Maybe we are. We might be. Shh.
Ollie Ollie Oxenfree.
Hi, High Plains camper. We might be muted because my guest had to take call. Okay.
High
Shh.
Plains.
High Plains. He's
High
over there.
Plains.
He's over there. He said he can't be
Anya's on
muted.
her way over. So we got
Oh,
about 12 minutes.
that beautiful little queen. You hug and
Yeah,
kiss
then
her.
she'll be here.
Say hi
My-
to High Plains Camper. He literally camps where no man has gone because
oh,
holy hell, it's hot
awesome.
out there.
High Plains camper, right on. I just think it's agitating. Well, maybe if I do it. Hold on, let me try something here. The fuck am I playing?
Listen to text.
I can't play on my YouTube, so or my main channel, but you know what I can do is go over here, swap it over. Because for some reason on the new tablet, it's not. It's weird. Blues aren't showing. It's not letting me
What?
go to their channels. It's the tablet. It's not you guys. It's the tablet.
Is it an old tablet?
It's a brand new one. It's just weird.
Uh,
Okay, so I'm over
weird.
on my backup, and let me go over here. Let me find you. There we are. Make sure my volume's down. All right.
I hope everything's going well for you, High Plains
Now I
Camper.
got him. Go to channel.
Say something in the chat so
Sub.
I can say something.
I just subbed him. No, what I did is I went to my phone. My
Oh,
phone showing
gotcha.
everything fine. See, look. Let me turn my filter off.
Mm.
See, it's blue. I can go where I need to go.
Ah,
I've got power.
I
Or
see.
whatever
Yep,
it
yep,
is.
yep.
We noticed this on. We noticed this yesterday when Mossy went live. I was like, I I had I had gotten the notice that he had moderated me, and I said okay. But then while I'm watching the chat, I noticed I'm not blue on this tablet. What the fuck?
Oh,
And
that's weird, really.
yeah, it's very strange. It's very strange. But again, I can work around it. It's not a big deal.
Right, right, right. Yeah, eventually I'll have a second device, but every time I try getting one, someone else needed it. So
Right. My brother came in yesterday because he saw all this craziness I've got going on, and he's like, "You really need to just save up and go to the pawn shop and get you a laptop." And I go, "Do you know how long we've been saying we were going to do that?" I said, "But I really do need to do that."
well, we're in a world now that's unfamiliar to us, and I
Well,
say
yeah, and
that
I told him I said I'm more intimidated about having to learn that damn laptop, and then, you know, it's just I don't know. I've been writing with the new technology by getting new tablets. And it's just funny that this tablet is behind on the technology.
right, right,
I
right,
mean, I
right,
only
right.
paid $35 for it, so
Well, the funny thing is, they're going to go all the way around and start eating its own tail, and it just does not account for that. You know what
absolutely,
I'm saying?
absolutely.
Damn.
Yep.
And it's hard as a human being, unless you take both pills and swallow them willingly. It's
Get my
really
filter.
hard as a human being to adapt so fast.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, one
Because
day it's there, the next day it's gone.
absolutely, and just and it's like we're built to adapt, but I don't think we were built to adapt. Well, I can't really say that because I don't have any weight to prove what I'm saying.
Well, no, I get what you're
I
saying.
don't think we're
So,
designed to be doing it so rapidly. That's what I'm
right,
trying
that's what I
to
was gonna say. Yeah, so natural peoples of the earth before society began knew that things would happen, you would adjust, and life would go on. Now, Molly, that was so unnecessary.
say. It was okay. It wasn't that bad.
She literally laid right in mom's
Yeah,
lap.
right
Too.
here. Look, I'll
It's
show you.
okay. It wasn't that bad.
Look, Molly, what? Look, okay, you're in the camera. Are you happy now? Come on,
What?
tell everybody hi. Molly,
Hi.
tell.
What you
Mola,
doing,
mola,
Rat?
Molly.
Mola, 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 mola.
Molly. Always
The
gotta be in
bacon.
here, don't you? Anywho, uh, I think you're 100% right, and we're adaptable. I'm so bad at setting scenes. Look at that. That's
You're
terrible.
all right. At
Uh,
least you're not throwing me on the floor.
not today.
No, I
Uh,
was making fun at myself. I'm always dropping you guys under the bed.
ev- I feel like through my whole life,
Man, it's getting steamy. I gotta move you
like
guys.
a lot of people wanted to believe that we're somehow. Oh, I like that one. That's a cool one right there.
Thank you, thank
Um, that somehow we're of the universe and of the earth.
you. I'm gonna have to move you.
Like, whoa,
Fucking eat these on.
what?
Oh, there
Ooh.
you
Oh, that's cool.
I'm gonna get it there. I'm trying not to make a butthole, but every time I don't pay attention, it seems to try to make the butthole.
Oh, that's cool. That looks like a necklace.
Now, if we could just find a place to sit it.
Molly, for the love of Pete's sake.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, there we go. Can you still hear us right there?
Left my hair. Yeah.
All right, cool. That should be Molly proof right there, but you know, nothing's Molly proof. I don't like, I agree. We should not be adapting so fast that we can't adjust to the adaptation before another adaptation occurs.
Yeah. Just like my ex taught me, our brain is only meant to memorize 7 things. As soon as you try to memorize more than 7 things at a time, you immediately drop the first thing you were supposed to remember.
Hey, that's like the telephone games. You ever play that?
Oh, about what was said? Yeah.
Yes, yes, just like that. And the last person never
And
gets the
YouTube
original
rewards
message.
that. I mean, it just proves there's so much truth to that. You know, how many times have you heard something in chat and went to another chat and it was already developed into something that you knew damn well it wasn't?
Yes, a lot, a lot. And the funny thing is, being that most of us know this game, we have not adjusted ourselves. Like, if you know as a human being that every 10 steps, your left arm is going to shoot out sideways and hit whoever's next to you, eventually you'd stop putting people next to you on that side, right? What's going on? You want something? Oh, you want his pop? Yeah. Is that what you want? Okay, just say, excuse me. That's what you do when, because we're talking to Linda, right? Not that Linda. Our Linda here lives all the way over there in Arizona.
All the way over there. Go to
Yeah.
Linda.
She has more cactus than we do.
Plenty
Yep.
Island.
He's saying hi to you, Linda. He was singing like
Hi.
a motherfucker earlier. Yeah, he was. All right, go take your pop and drink. Yeah, you'll get that in a little bit, okay? Um, none of us can help that we're kind of in this society of artificialness now. Like,
Yeah.
I look around my camper and I don't, the wood's not even wood. You
Hmm.
know, like this platform, it looks like wood. Get it wet and you're gonna find out how quick it's not wood. Come on, Molly, you're making me hot. Yeah, that's why I haven't brought any other puppies yet. Plus, they're loud. I couldn't hear as well. There we go. Uh, hell, the weather. The weather alone. So I don't know if it's the same in Arizona, but boy, they could tell us where Molly. One of these days, you know, you're being bad. I'm gonna take you to the
No,
park
I
and not pick you up.
kiss her.
You're gonna fall. You're gonna fall. Go. Not my dog. I'm just kidding. That's my dog.
It's not my dog.
Yep, that's our dog. She does love us, but sometimes it's a little too hot for it.
What's weird is I've raised all these puppies the most, and half of them like you more than they like me.
Nope, they just see me as mom.
I'm their mommy too.
I
I
know
know
that, but
what to
sometimes
do.
you're the mommy that likes to keep them in line.
Yeah.
And I'm the mommy that's like, didn't she just tell you to stop? I'm the support system behind it. Which brings us all the way back to how humans naturally should be interacting with each other, and it shouldn't be with clubs and um, coconuts over the head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm so mad about that video and them changing the song.
I bet you should be.
Don't turn around. Why? What's behind me? Tell me right now what is behind me. Every time I hear that song, that's what I say.
I'm sorry. Can
Oh
you
my
hear the radio?
god.
What's that?
I said I'm sorry. Can you hear the radio?
I can hear it a little bit, yeah.
Okay, I'll turn it down.
It's like we don't listen to the radio anymore.
Well, we
I
live in an area where it's a no
had you
man's
way,
land.
yeah, I had you way over here so they wouldn't catch us, but then I sat you over here and now you're next to it, so I had to turn it down.
Oh, gotcha. We're in like a no man's land where the radio doesn't really reach to.
Well,
Well, it might now.
the new tablet had a radio downloaded on it already, and I was like showing it to John. I was like, "Well, this sucks." And he's like, "Why?" And I said, "Because the only way you can listen to the radio is if you put a headset on, because the headset is the antenna, which is your brain."
Oh, that fucking creeps me out.
Isn't that trippy? I'm
That
like,
is
"Fuck,
very trippy.
I'll use my old vintage radio. Fuck you."
Well, we used to think it was a joke back in our day. We put aluminum foil on rabbit ears, right?
Right? Absolutely.
Somebody would have to get up and move the rabbit ears, and then we'd all be like,
Well,
"Stay right there, don't move."
I think it's policing, sound policing. They don't want you jamming the radio out on your speaker or a Bluetooth. If they want you, the only way you can listen to that radio is with a fucking headset on.
Yeah.
So they're policing my fucking.
Hey, Linda, I saw a video this morning.
Uh huh. Ooh, I just got
Do you
nauseous.
ever, do you remember like in the old science classes, and they would put videos on for us, and then one of the videos would be like sound waves and water,
Oh yeah.
and you know how it would look like. Let me try to use my hand. It would look like doot doot like this, and it wasn't like real waves, but all of the water would be doing this weird thing like that.
Yeah.
I was watching a video this morning that showed Lake Erie, like the whole lake doing it.
Oh.
I thought that came from sound waves, and if it came from sound waves, then what the fuck is doing it to a giant body of water like Lake Erie? That wasn't even Molly's fault. There we go.
Okay.
Isn't that creepy?
It's so creepy.
That's what I was telling hotboxing, like, that don't seem right. Like, that's what water looked like when science was screwing with it. So why is it looking like that now?
I don't know. I think we need to get some of that fake snow and put it under the. Because every snowflake is different, right?
That's what they say.
I'd like to know what their snowflakes look like. Funny how no one's done
Man,
that. They're all out there trying to burn this shit, but I don't see any of them taking it and throwing it under the microscope.
right? That's a
So
really good point.
who you working for? That's my question. You're bringing it to
Well,
attention. You ain't doing the full. Let's find out what this shit's about.
right, right, right. Always wait for that, but it never comes. And half of
And
the
well,
like TikTok does really short clips and stuff, and then I don't watch TikTok. I don't have the app, but I am familiar with. I watched how some people share like a recorded TikTok. They must have screen
yeah.
recorded it or something, and you can see that people stop like every like what 20 seconds and hit the record thing again or something like that, and I'm like, wow, they really want you not looking up around you, into the atmosphere, into in depth in anything really.
Mm-hmm.
That's creepy. Because what I learned about growing, uh, I think you might have stepped away. I was watching a Native American person who was going for a doctorate in the philosophy of indigenous cultivation or something like that. Something about growing.
Mm.
And he's out, I believe in Arizona somewhere, and at 1 foot deep, he put beans. At 2 foot deep, he put corn. And I'm like, what the hell? They tell us like go a
Put it on the
quarter
top.
inch, go a half inch, go an
Put
inch.
it on
You
the
know what I'm
top.
saying?
That's exactly what they tell us. Put it on the top.
Yep. And I'm wondering why my seeds, my I don't have a garden this year at all, Linda. My in-ground garden, outside the few things I
Yep.
have in it, is basically dead.
Wow.
And I'm thinking I'm doing something wrong, and I'm watching this indigenous man put 5 corn seeds in one hole, and he takes you through the growing season. The plant only gets like knee high, but it's got multiple ears on it.
Crazy.
So I'm like, are we actually? Are you fucking kidding me? So- hold on. People pick on me because I don't trust science. And this scenario just proved to me that science has been lying their fucking heads off to us. Because I'd rather plant 5 seeds 2 feet down. What this person that I'm talking about does not water his plants at all because of the aridness of Arizona. He does not irrigate his plants. It's how deep he plants his seeds is what gives him a crop.
Wow.
So next year, guess what I'm gonna do?
You're planting deeper.
Even if it's 6 inches, it's gonna prevent the seed from getting burnt by the sun.
Absolutely.
But imagine, because I have an inquisitive brain, asked a lot of questions to find out a lot of stuff, and how disheartening it is to figure out that this quote unquote science that has you putting things in your body that are not natural has been lying to us for 250 years plus.
Yep.
Now I don't trust them for anything. Like, you know what I just read? Holy shit.
Uh-oh.
I just read. It's I told you the doctor's like slightly elevated cholesterol, and the last blood test they're like you need more vitamin D, and that's how they say it, right?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I'm glad I didn't just go buy vitamin D because without the K3, I think the
You,
K3 vitamin helps break down the vitamin
yeah,
D.
you gotta have the other guys to break it down to make it work.
So they have a even a natural thing out with D3 and D something and K3 something, whatever it says. Either way, they both work with each other. But here's the thing: I just read that D3 helps with the processing of cholesterol in your body.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all trying to give you something that controls your brain instead of a vitamin that helps your body process it so that it doesn't not clog your arteries.
Yep.
And I'm like, holy shit. She says in one hand that my cholesterol is a little bit high, and in the other hand, that I need vitamin D, but doesn't link the two together?
Right.
I'm so irritated. I mean,
No, it's
I hate I
unfortunately
was raised in an
they need
indoctrinated
to
society.
just give up and just listen to what the fuck they're saying, and they just got the
If I
wrong.
did that, I'd be dead already.
Yeah, exactly. They got the wrong model because this model doesn't do that. This is-
Seriously, like they from the time I came to Colorado, now they brought it up in other states, and their understanding of what my body accepts was higher than it is in Colorado. I got to Colorado, I knew my PTSD was large and in charge and controlling my whole being. So I went and got a therapist, right?
Mhm.
And I needed a referral to get said therapist. So I find like a clinic general doctor because I'm new here and for the referral. And in that appointment, she's like, "It looks like you age into a colonoscopy." And I was like, "That's really not what we're dealing with right now." You know
Oh,
what I'm
they're
saying?
pushing
That's
those
not why I
hardcore
came
right
here.
now. Yep.
So because I needed a general doctor for a little bit, I stayed there. Because at first I just put her off with that. And then she came back a couple more times, like about this colonoscopy. I'm like, "Listen, my body will not accept the fluid that you want me to drink. Whether it's a colonoscopy or an upper GI, it doesn't matter. My stomach said, 'Fuck you. I will not tolerate it in this body.'" I literally violently vomit on it.
Yep.
So it's
I
not
see it.
like I haven't tried. Dude, it's up to this doctor that I met last year who I was like, "Listen, whatever testing I may or may not need will be talked about at a later time. Because until this kidney stone gets out of my body, that's the only thing I'm thinking about." And she was the first doctor in 8 years to say, "Okay, let's get this taken care of."
Right on.
We shouldn't have to, as patients, draw such a line for doctors not to cross. I think they're convincing patients that they no longer have any rights, to tell you the truth.
Pretty much.
To the point where I'm in the emergency room and I didn't even have the right to say, "Hey, I'm hungry. Can you do something about it?" Hell, I'm curious to compare the blood test I got from that hospital to the blood test that I got before I went to that hospital, because both hospitals did their own blood test. And
Mm.
I'm really curious to check the numbers to see what happened to my body in them hours of spans, because I think it was like 6 hours between them, to show, look at the blood test. They tell you that I should not be going that amount of time without fucking food. Or the nutrients put in through an IV since they did that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they could have done that and I would have avoided all that issue with my sugar going down. Is it hot already there? Not to take a lift, but is it hot already there?
Yeah, I had to make tea. I've got the fucking AC on already.
Yeah, we tried to make like a permashade of the camper, like have the
Trying to
windows.
turn that AC on until noon, but it's fucking muggy as fuck. And I don't want baby girl getting overheated.
Absolutely.
I'm
Are you
trying to
guys
save
having a fun summer together though?
Huh?
Are you guys having a fun summer together?
Yeah, they. This was the first time I didn't have her the whole summer. Um, she's back with her dad now, so he
Oh, you
broke
gotta
it up.
share her now.
Yeah, he broke it up through the family, so she got to go to Papa's and swim with her cousin. She's been able to go like back over to Uncle Randy's and hang out, and then she should be starting school here in the next couple of weeks. So I'm the last run. I believe Robbie has some work or something to do this week, this today. So She's coming to hang out with me.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
That
I
is pretty awesome.
love it, love it. And then I've
Yeah,
been
yeah.
busting my ass the last few days to make sure I got all the big stuff done so we could just lay around. Went and got all this internet. Now it's like it is annoying, but you know me, you can't keep a good woman down. I will find a way to get out here.
I hear that. No, we have our moments, and but I don't think anybody should be allowed to count another person's moment and define it by it.
Yeah,
Because I'll tell you, I got some moments I define myself by. You want me to introduce you, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to define me, it's not going to be you picking and choosing through my life.
absolutely.
And I love that what you guys are doing with her. She needed space and time to flourish of her own right. You know what I'm saying?
The one that got me was I know I really just need to let that die. It's just basically what someone that we don't speak of had the audacity to say during my live and try to make me look bad. And what they said was, well, if I was the grandparent, I would be damned if I would bring them to my house and make them work. And I'm like, wait a minute, you know the deal. She came to my house. She was here about maybe 2 hours. Something uh, had floated up from her house. Daddy calls. Daddy asked her questions. She got busted. So Daddy says,
Right,
all right, let me get the phone to Grandma. Grandma, put her butt to work. She's in trouble.
right. And as the parent, he has every fucking right to do that.
Exactly. And I have every right as her fucking grandmother to make sure that she gets taught damn don't fuck around or you pay the piper.
Yep,
you know. And I wasn't
yep.
doing anything hardcore. I was checking on her. She wasn't out there getting heat stroke. She wasn't getting blisters. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
he's
and,
making it
well,
sound like
that's
I'm
the
running
case
a
of
child's
somebody.
factory over here, and I'm being a lazy fuck, and I'm just sending her out all around doing my shit. I was so pissed about that.
Those are the voyeurs of the world that like to peek in people's windows and then sit there and beat them over the head with their judgment.
Yeah, it's just stupid, and it's like, yeah. And then I have to look back, okay? And then I have to look back, and I'm like, yeah, but motherfucker, your kids don't drop your grandchildren off with you. You've never been alone with your grandchildren. You're always with their mother. So what does that say about you?
Burn. That you can't fucking be trusted not to peddle your fucking wares to goddamn children.
Yep.
Absolutely. There's a reason. There's a reason for that. But yet you're gonna sit over here and you're gonna dictate to me what I'm supposed to fucking be doing. But yet you're not walking that same line. Or whatever.
Exactly.
Trying to make it
Yeah,
sound
I
like
have.
you're a better grandparent than me because you throw money at your fucking kids. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, that's fucking creepy because that's probably all
Anya,
you throw at your kids.
Anya would rather sit here and rough and tough it with me than if I said, "Hey, I hit the lottery and we're gonna go out and we're just gonna blow all this fucking money." She would say no.
Yep. That sounds boring, Grandma.
It absolutely and a lot of anxiety that's unnecessary.
Absolutely. And see, here's the thing with parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles as a whole.
Shit, I gotta pay attention
You
because they come. They're gonna bang on that door and sis is working. So, let me think what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna open my curtain so I can see.
there you go. Yeah.
business. Alright, I'm back. So I let her know everybody's inbound.
Cool. Well, the thing about when you're dealing with kids, and I found this out with my own family first, it's not about doing what you want to do with the child. I have a family that gave 6-year-olds and a regular 8-inch plate full of food to the rim
Damn.
and wanted that child to eat all of that food. I wanted to rescue the child. That's my own personal feelings. But I would be stepping on a parent's toes no matter how much I like them. If it's not abuse, there's not a lot we can do with how I mean, I didn't like it, I left, like, well, I'm not gonna subject my own child to that shit, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Hmm.
Um, I'm pretty sure people think of children as their property, so that's how they fucking treat
Well,
them.
that's the shame because there's what we dealt with growing up, and then there's what others tried to manipulate it, make it seem like it was morals that they were teaching the children when they weren't. They were abusing them.
Yes, 100%. Because we don't have an open society and open communication society, they think that having an open society and accepting everybody as they are is what I'm talking about. It's not what I'm talking about. There should be open, clear communication. And by clear communication, like if you're talking about what you want or don't want done with your child, don't beat around the fucking bush. It's like going up to the gas station. You don't ask the person, "Give me whatever gas is available." You ask for the gas appropriate for your car. Same thing with children, but now we live in this quote unquote free society, which I think it was always free. It's just they took shit away from us and gave it back and then called it free.
Absolutely.
We shouldn't be feeling based. And the fifis, like you say.
Absolutely.
And yet here we are, you know what I'm saying? 2026, where everybody's feces are online for everyone to see. I'm just glad to communicate with like minded peeps, you know?
Absolutely, sweetheart. I love you so much.
I love you too. We are far and few between, but the connection's real, right?
Absolutely.
Well, I've been on this a while, and I would like you to go hug the little grandbaby for me.
Absolutely.
And we'll do this again. This is always fun chatting with you, Linda.
Always. Hopefully, I won't get you striked between what we talked about and the radio playing in the background. Let me know, and then I'll make sure I don't play it in the future.
It shouldn't be, but yeah, I hear you.
Because I don't
I
want to
hear
be
you.
messing shit up. I'm so happy you let me up here.
Absolutely. I don't judge people by what YouTube says.
I
Fuck
know.
them.
Fuck
All
them.
right, you go enjoy. I'm gonna go cool off, and we'll do this again, everybody.
Ooh, almost made a butthole again. Yep.
All right, love you.
I love you. Have a great day,
Everybody
Hot
take care.
Box. Bye, Bubba.
Bye.
How do I get out of here? Damn it. This is crazy.